So this is what I do to cause havoc. So this is their Zoom meeting, and I can see that these are a bunch of amateurs. So I go full screen, and sometimes, in case if I am broadcasting and they're looking for me, I literally will hide my identity by going view, and you go hide self view. But then when they ask you to speak, I don't know if I've got 7 web browsers open. I can't actually know which one they're asking me to, so that can backfire on me. But then if I go to here...
I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd be so confused all the time.
So now we've got a screen open with a countdown clock. I can go view options, and it's got request remote control access. And if I click on that, a box pops up on their screen that often they can't navigate away from. And I just keep doing that. And the only way they can do that is by telling somebody else who's a host in the meeting to get rid of whoever that is doing it. So then I go in there with
okay, so it like pops up and messes with the meeting. So they can't do anything because the box keeps coming up.
Yeah, and even if I take my microphone off, I'm not allowed to. I can turn my camera on. No, I can't. I can't probably use the chat room. Chat's disabled. So everything about this meeting is banned down just so
they know you're coming.
Yeah, and now I'm going to, and there's 20 people in here, and it's a 90-minute countdown. But because I know that I can request remote control access, it's worthwhile me opening up another 3 browsers and having them ready to go, because they'll kick me out eventually. But then I just switch browsers and carry on. So it's quite fun.
Okay,
this is what I do anyway. Cause disruption. But it will be quite interesting to see what this meeting's about. Oh, and then I can find out what the meeting's about, because that's not so hard. Because I type in the number of the meeting, and then I give it to people like Jelly Snack and Bob, and we just make them their life living hell. It's quite good. And then we find the people in the meeting. Oh, so this one here. Oh, this is a real good one. Yeah, so this is a real stupid scam. I don't even know. It's called... I can't read it. I'm going to have to read it. I'll edit. It's called...
Les Alps.
Les Alps.
Oh, yeah, I covered that one.
Yeah, so this is their meeting. So this will be...
It's a Canadian scam.
Yeah. Oh, Julie's probably into this one then. So I'm just going to do that.
I think she might have covered it.
Yeah. What have we got? One of the... We're just going to get a few browsers open. One.
See, like on Passive led me to all of these too, because they were joining a bunch of them, and then like one leads you to another one. Like Randy was in Nilo Live.
Yeah.
And like, and then he was in like you could just follow them from one to the other.
Well, I had a scary one yesterday because I found one of these scams is connected to Jane Gregory, which is a guy we've been following quite a lot. And yeah, same deal. And then I realised, oh, these 5 people connected, and it was like the joining. It's like when you're doing a jigsaw puzzle, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, there's that missing piece, and then all of a sudden the picture comes together. Really, really cool. So I'm just going to mute sound. I'll just get myself organised here. This will be live. This will be...
I was trying to see if I recognized any names, but I don't think I do.
What about Randy? Well...
But just Randy's.
Yeah. So then I'll go there. Daniel Smith is another name I'll go. So what I do is I have all these names, which I use, and if they're having problems, they have to read my name out to mute me. So these are some of the names that I use that they have to read out. And when you read them out, they sound different than they do when they look like they're spelt.
Suggin D's Nuts, Ben Dover, Seymour Butts, Holden McGroin, Ivana Tinkle, Craven Moorhead, Hugh Juss, Dixie Normus, Mike Hunt, Anita Mann, Eileen Dover, Phil McCracken, C, Hayward Jablome, Amanda Higinkus, Seymour Hinney, Master Bates, Wayne Kerr, Al Babak, Barry Mikakina, Chuck U. Farley, Gay Bitch, Lou Sassol, Patio Furniture, Stupidasso, Willie Stroker, and Al, Broccoli, Ella Vada, Emma Pig, Justin Case, Lunatic, Pete Sake, Salami, Testicle, Warren Peace, Polyester, Andrew Caesar, Dixon Sitter, Mike Rochburns.
My crotch burns. It's
Salami!
just wicked. I know, it's absolutely shocking. Oh, it makes my eyes water even thinking about it. I'm not a very nice person, actually. In fact, they think I've got mental issues. And I go, well, I actually have. Yes, I just want to go after scammers. That's what I do.
Not a very good salesperson either, by the way.
Are you
You
ready
got to
to
answer your phone and make a sale. Done.
karma? Now, we might have multiple... What happened?
Done.
Is that video? Oh, that's the end of their video. So they stream a video of YouTube as their countdown timer.
Oh my God.
Alors,
I'll have to pick up on
bonsoir tout le monde. Bonsoir tout le monde. Attendez, je vais
Oh my God.
faire une petite escapade de ça. Je vais arrêter
Fixing
mon
sound.
partage.
Fixing sound.
Je vais arrêter mon partage.
it's my mate.
Et j'aurais besoin de Gani. Gani qui lève sa main, s'il vous plaît, parce qu'on a de belles choses à vous dire. Aujourd'hui, je vais partir. Comment? Jenny.
Hold up, we're going to get audio going on another computer so I can say good day.
This meeting is being recorded.
OK. Je le vois pas, là. On est quand même 111, là. C'est très, très bien pour un beau mercredi soir,
Oh,
le 7. Est-ce qu'il est rentré, Daniel? Est-ce que tu l'as vu?
Ouais, je l'ai vu, mais Gianni, est-ce qu'il est possible que tu
I'll put
pèses
my
sur
hand
le
up
cœur,
and see whether I'm allowed to put my
réaction,
hand up.
clique sur lever la main.
Ah, OK. Ah, ça se peut-tu qu'il s'appelle Sugon Desnut?
Suck on the nuts.
Non, Gianni.
Jenny,
Je l'ai vu
OK.
même dans...
OK. Donc, c'est pas la bonne
Oh, they
personne
won't
qui a
get
levé
it
la
'cause
main.
he's the friend.
Ah, le voilà. OK, parfait.
Okay,
Parfait. Fait que je vais le mettre comme co-host.
so I'm going to do another one
Et
now.
c'est possible, Gianni, d'ouvrir ta caméra
Right hand.
parce que
Turn on your camera.
c'est toi qui vas parler en premier. Alors, sans plus tarder, mesdames et messieurs,
Daniel
on va
Smith is me
souhaiter
as
la
well. It's very
bienvenue
loud. I'll turn it up. There we go.
un nouveau
le projet parce que le
Oh.
monde autour de moi et de
I can
nous,
hear
de
singing.
l'équipe, sont
That's
vraiment
Bob. He's in
formidables
there.
et tout
How did you sing?
un gros added value ou asset à le projet. Alors, si vous voulez juste dire ça, un couple de points plus technique. Je suis très content de dire qu'on a 100% contrôle de tout.
How did Bob sing Oh Danny Boy?
plateforme. Ça veut dire tout le code, toute la base de données.
They're
Yeah,
saying they're
yeah.
starting their
Hébergé
technology from
sur,
scratch.
de
They're gonna
notre
do everything
côté.
themselves.
L'hébergement avec
How is
Ramon
Bob
et l'autre
talking?
équipe
They said they
va
had
être
an
prêt
issue.
bientôt. Ça veut dire tout
Ah.
l'hébergement
Ben oui,
et
j'avais
tout le
juste.
côté sécurité. Dans les 20 ans d'expérience, on a beaucoup de clients qui sont dans le défense.
Bob,
sécurité.
how are you
Alors,
talking to me?
on est dans
Satoshi scam?
les mêmes centres de données que des
Oh,
sites
I did not
web
know
ou des
that.
logiciels qui sont très haut
How is
performants,
Bob talking?
très haut
Can you hear Bob talking?
exposure. Alors,
Yeah.
vous pouvez placer le mot.
Where's he getting
Alors,
the audio in?
tout ça
Is
est
he must be
déjà
doing that
IRS forms, bro.
en processus de mettre en
Don't
place
recall.
de l'hébergement. Tout le code de base de données, on l'a.
How does
Ça
he
fait
do
déjà
that?
4 semaines qu'on travaille sur le code et la base de données. Je suis à 90%, on a passé
I'm
par
waiting
tout.
for
Et
John Austin, the guy
on a
who
fait,
got
c'est sûr,
arrested
des
5 times
améliorations
to run the
et
meeting.
on a codé de nouveau.
How is Bob doing that?
Mais
Hello.
on a eu une date, on a eu
Keeps
une
putting my hand
timeline
down.
de
Suck on his
suivre
nuts.
et
Wanna wave to the
aujourd'hui,
cameraman?
on est là.
Put the
Alors,
camera
on n'est pas
Like,
fini
you just got
encore,
caught?
mais à date, il n'y a rien que nous mettre en arrière, en
Well, they have good my facial
retard.
recognition
Fait que,
software. I
il n'y a pas de
designed this.
retard à annoncer.
With it. How is
Alors,
Bob
très technique.
talking
Oh,
to me?
that got your attention, huh?
Tout le codage, tout le database, tout qu'il faut
What?
et en roulement et ça va
We're
très
waiting
bien.
for the illegal Ponzi scheme.
Ça va dire
John Austin, who
aussi
got
tout
arrested a
le
few times,
payment
bro.
processing pour les cartes de crédit et tout ça est déjà en
Are
discussion
you his
et
assistant
va être mis
in
en
crime?
place dans les prochaines
No, I must have a
étapes
recording
de
going to
le
Bob. Can
projet.
you hear Bob going in the background?
Je vais continuer
Oh,
sur
I
mes
know where he
notes.
is. He's in one of my
Yeah, I
open
know.
C'est
Zoom
sûr
Funny,
que
rooms.
dans les prochaines
I'll just go find
no,
Bob.
jours,
fast, I can find
semaines,
your
le
house.
prochain temps, le mandat va
Your
être
internet
fini pour
provider.
la première étape et
Bon.
pour
I mean, you think you'd have
tous
a
les
better
membres,
microphone
il y a un
for
nouveau
promoting all these
design
scams?
qui
This
va
meeting is
That's pretty
being
shitty.
Ça ne va
recorded.
pas dire que des
It's like
apps
the
ont changé le
Hold it.
branding ou le
We've got
logo
a-
ou rien.
we've got a
Mais
problem.
c'est
You got
sûr
like a
que nous
microphone?
autres, en faire, pendant
We've got a
qu'on
better one for
refait
you.
le site,
And the
Karma.
cheap
on a mis
gaming
un peu de
glasses.
meilleur design
He's
qui marche
delivering.
beaucoup mieux sur le desktop,
You can,
les tablettes et
yeah,
aussi
you can
évidemment
because of
les
dickhead
It's the
scammer
actual
in the
Randy,
area.
and I'm in there
mobiles.
as himself.
Oh, it's Randy.
J'ai rien d'autre vraiment
just-
d'annoncer.
So,
I'll just get rid of the
Since I'm
sound.
in the
Si je
UK,
suis
I can
invité
figure
sur
out
les
the
prochaines,
Never
information
the
out.
French
appel ou
people.
Zoom,
They're just talking
donnerai
about
d'autres nouvelles.
technology.
UK
Mais
individual.
Daniel, je ne sais pas si vous vous donnez un...
Okay, so we'll get rid of that sound and we'll go back to Randy.
Like, seeing how accurate I am.
Yeah, this
I'll
guy
get
was just saying it was going to take
somewhere
them
in the
4
London
more
area.
weeks to get their technology done.
So,
Oh, very good.
Tied to the Talk Fusion compensation
Hey,
plan
he
using this
shakes.
product for their own
look at the way you
purposes.
smoke that cigar.
It's
Look how he
everybody,
shakes.
folks. It is everybody. Welcome to Talk Fusion. Welcome to video email.
So how does
Welcome
it feel
to
to have your
video
face
all
branding in
over
our
the
digital
internet?
world. And when it says email,
You ready?
understand
I'm so
that
happy.
is the big one by far. 350
This is
billion
Randy.
with a B.
I'm actually in there with
Emails are
his
sent
name.
daily in
See
the
how
world,
stupid
and
you
that
are.
number
I
went
know,
up
it's
10%
great.
last year versus the prior year.
I'll see if I
It
can
is
find
actually
Bob.
true that today
Fake name.
we see the emergence of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, and so on. The big
See,
one by
he's
far is video
antsy
email.
with
Our
me.
technology
Just
works the
keep
same on
moving.
any digital platform. So if you like TikTok, you like Instagram, no problem.
Look
But
at the sh-
understand this,
yeah.
video email will produce enormously more revenue than any other digital
Oh, there's
communication.
Bob.
And we will continue to make our
You know this
technology
room is being
appropriate
monitored,
for
right?
whatever becomes
By,
the
like,
hottest
law
item next
law
year and the year
enforcement?
after that. Critically important that this be
So
very
this-
easy.
This is
I've
Bob.
described a couple of
He's
my
in a
career
meeting with his
experiences.
mic
When I was
on.
a stockbroker,
Yeah, so say hi
I
to
simply to
Interpol, bro.
attract a new client for myself.
That's where
I
the
didn't have to
voices
worry
are
about
coming
what
from.
team
It's
members
mayhem
were doing.
sometimes.
In more recent years, I've been building large leadership
being streamed
structures.
on
That's what
10
I do. I
platforms
develop
right now.
leadership
Get rid of Bob.
structures and leadership structures, deliver products and
Let's jump
services of
on Bob
various
now.
kinds around the world, and we're in royalties. That's what our business is. It's really important
Oh, it
when we're
goes
in
on,
a
doesn't it?
team building environment
Scams,
that the
Randy.
tool itself be so very easy
Yeah,
to
it
use
goes
and
for
so
another
simple
window.
that the constructive behavior of learning how to use the tool cannot metastasize into the destructive behavior, the avoidance behavior
Oh my God, he
of
talks shit.
tinkering with it,
Video email.
as opposed to using it
That is
for
the
a revenue
product.
producing behavior. This is the
This
easiest thing you'll
meeting
ever
is
see,
being
and I promise
recorded.
you, if I properly describe
This is
this,
gonna
There's
get
100% of
nothing
you will
This
be
is going to
Talk
get
Fusion
confusing.
I thought they
members.
were
You will,
trolling
Get rid of
100%,
Bob.
if I properly describe it.
There you go,
Whether
Bob.
you're using it to simply broaden your personal relationships, whether you're using it because you have a dream. And so let's talk about that for a second. You know, one of my
talk about that
favorite
for a
movies
second.
of all time
Hey, Bob,
is
can you
Pretty
hear me?
Woman. And if you watch
Let's
the
talk about
the
that
first scene of Pretty Woman and the last
Hey,
scene
nice
of
to
Pretty
meet you
Woman,
here.
there's a gentleman walking
this,
down the
this
street and
guy
he says,
Jeff,
"What's your
he's probably
dream?
from the UK.
What's your
He's
dream?"
live streamed on the
See,
internet.
some people have a dream.
Yep.
And I have to know now, I acknowledge now that I have been the enemy
Oh my
to a
God.
lot of
he did-
people who have a dream for years. You say, wow, why do you say that, Randy? Well, imagine, William, that you are in love with the idea of being a real estate broker, that that's what you want to do.
Do they use
That
the
was your
same shit all
dream.
the time?
That is what you want to do. And I come along and I
Hey,
try
you're
to
now being
distract
streamed
you
on the
and tell
internet,
what
whoever
about
you are,
becoming a new skin
G-Speeds.
distributor? What does new skin have to do with being a real estate distributor? Nothing.
All of that.
And so I'm trying to distract you from what you want to do. I'm the enemy.
I'll post in
No
the
surprise that people
I'll
would
post
put
the
up a
live
barrier.
stream in the chat box in a
What if
second.
instead of ever distracting the other person, and by the way, it
Here we go.
took me
2 screens.
decades to learn this. I today completely acknowledge that I have spent my life persuading other people to do what I want them to do because I would have some economic
Randy
advantage.
must be as dumb as
That's
they
what
come.
I've done.
I'm in his
I've
meeting
spent my
with
life
his
persuading
name,
others to
and
do
he
what
doesn't
I want
realize
them to do.
that.
At this stage in my life, I'm all done with that.
He's
What I
probably
want to do
like, "Oh, I
instead is
understand."
identify what other people want to do and then help them do it at some economic advantage. And so now, William, what's your dream? Well, if the dream
What's
is
your
to own
dream?
real estate
What's your
business,
dream,
then
Bob?
I want to provide a tool to you to help you realize that dream. Not distract you from it. See, that's different, isn't it? That's one of the nuanced parts. We have access to everybody because we're not trying to distract those who have a
Oh,
dream.
we're going to flood his chat room.
There
in a
are
minute.
others who don't have a dream. They do what they do because it pays the bills, not because they love it.
All right, here we go.
Then that's the one that I want to talk with about using our product. Then that person
What product? It's a white label product.
The conduit to the one who has a dream. When you were the conduit to someone else's use, then you're in royalties. But you see, we have access to everyone because we're not trying to distract people who have a dream.
Rob,
we're
I'm
trying
live.
to help them
I've got Bob. I've got you.
And
got
if you are the one who becomes the conduit to their use,
and
because you don't love what you do. There have been times in my life when I've truly, absolutely loved what I do.
Good, mate.
There have been times in my life when I've done what I do because it makes me money.
We're going to put you on stage.
Not the same, right? What I want is to help the person who does what they do just because it's what they know how to do. I want to show them how to make more money more quickly and have more fun, utilizing this as an income generator.
I'll put you
For
on
those
screen.
who love what they do, I want to show them how to use this tool to do what they do better. That's a different idea. It's a bigger idea. It's an idea that a lot more people can probably deliver than what the typical conventional direct selling message has been forever.
On screen.
The personal uses cannot be stopped from blending into the business uses. And here again, I think of in my own experience.
This is complicated.
I teach mostly my own experience, my life.
Here we go.
That's what I remember the best.
Now we've got Bob on the screen.
But I contemplate and I consider this thought. I become friends with the people I do business with. If I don't become friends with them, then someday they'll become somebody else's friend and do business with them. I mean, Jim and I have been friends for decades because we met in business, but we became friends.
This is really complicated.
And I do business with people that I become friends with. I hope that you do too. Now imagine that I were to send Jim, because he's my friend, a greeting card for his birthday. I sent him a really nice Hallmark card. It might cost $6 or $8 or $10. Send him a nice Hallmark card. I'm venturing a guess that sometime between 5 and 10 minutes after he opens it, it would get discarded and thrown away. And I think there's a 0% chance that Jim would call me and say, Randy, that was incredible.
I'm going to say Jim. I'm going to go
How
into
did you
Jim.
send that to me? I'd like to do it too. But what if, on the other hand, Jim opened his email
Okay, this is going
and
to be
it said, special video birthday greeting from your friend Randy Schroeder.
So he's really trying to sell
1,000 over 1,000 ISPs
email.
have white labeled the Talk Fusion server. Is going through spam, and now he
Let's
sees
see if he
special
lets me
video
in.
greeting, birthday greeting from your friend Randy Schroeder. More than a 75% chance it gets opened. There it says that beautiful template, happy birthday. Now he clicks on it. When he clicks on it, there's the catalyst ingredient. It's me.
Unlimited amount
I
of
say, hey Jim, it's your birthday.
He won't let me in.
Birthday. When I reflect, Jim, on the experiences we've had for the last 35 years,
Hey, Jim's birthday.
it's shocking
Happy
to me.
birthday,
The
Jim.
good times we've had and the challenges we've gone through in the last couple. But Jim, here's the one thing.
Mayhem
that
today. Hope everyone else
and
is
I
keeping
believe
up.
this.
Oh, the
I
coffee's
believe
turned up.
on the day that Jim Moyles was
got
born,
Rob.
the angels
Happy
sang and they
birthday.
danced and they blew on their horns
Queen of
on the
Karma.
day that Jim was born.
Tuesday,
I see. I
Total
can't
Mayhem.
do that
Deliver the
with a
coffee.
Hallmark card. And there's an almost
This meeting is being
75%
recorded.
chance that that solicitation would receive a query. How did you do that? Can I do it too?
Watch this.
And this is really important, folks. Whether or not you thought of it, another one of the nuances of our trade.
All right, here we go.
There's a tiny percentage of
We're gonna
people,
give
and
Susie
maybe all of
aneurysm.
you are among that percentage.
We're going to the
But
spammers
there's a
chat
small
room now.
percentage of people for whom it is natural and
Are you
easy
ready?
to approach someone else
wonder what it'll
with
do.
an idea. It
They
doesn't
go
feel
get
pushy.
mad.
It doesn't
I would
feel
laugh so
difficult.
hard if
It's
he was
just easy.
Here we go.
Then there's a lot more
Here we go.
people
Look at this.
who cannot do that. And
Look
the,
at
for
37,
years, by the way, I didn't understand it because
45,
I'm among those for whom it's
50,
easy. And I saw other people not
60,
doing it, and I thought, well, they're just lazy. No, they're not. They were
70,
afraid. They had a different set of talents than I
80,
had. Illustration I give is this: if
90,
I have beautiful horses. I mean, extraordinarily
100.
beautiful, huge animals. I have a daughter,
Huge
Ainsley, who fell off one of my horses when she was 13 and she broke her arm.
God, he
And
just
she's always been
talks.
afraid of horses since then. My horses are
You still
calm
there, Bob?
and incredible. If Ainsley approaches the horses, they back up. They get agitated because they can sense her fear. Network marketing
I
has
think
the
what we need
unique
to do is ring
ability
the Avengers.
to provoke
Blaming his
feelings of
kid for
profound
breaking her arm on his
insecurity among
horse.
even the most secure people. 90%
you're
of
keeping up
people
with
make
us.
a solicitation. They're walking towards the candidate
Okay, cool
just
group.
like Ainsley's
We're now
walking
calling
towards
the
horse.
Avengers.
The candidate senses the dis-ease and the candidate backs up.
Calling all
Folks, if the
Avengers.
candidate backs up,
Yep.
then what's our
Headquarters.
next response?
Oh,
We
there's
move
Bob.
towards them. The candidate
He's
backs
still
up
in the Zoom,
faster,
Bob?
and pretty soon they run.
Mayhem today, mate.
If we could find a way, and by the way, we'll
And
never
Randy
catch a
won't shut
candidate
the
in the
fuck
chase ever. It'll never
It's just
happen.
like,
They'll run faster.
keeps going.
But what if there's something in the mechanism itself that causes the candidate to make the first move towards us? I sent Jim a birthday greeting, and he called me and said, Randy, that was cool. How did you do it? Can I do it too?
Jay.
My candidate just
He's
took
like,
a step towards me,
birthday.
just like that. And now it's easy to say,
how lucky
gosh,
for
yes,
one
I can
person's
send you a link,
birthday.
and you can use
It's total
this
mayhem, man.
for your next birthday greeting.
We're
There's also some
spamming,
business ramifications for it.
Yeah, it's a bit
Then
crazy,
you
isn't
know
it?
what else happens? He took the first step to me. He took the first step when he called me and said, how'd you do it? Can I do it too?
He wants to be entertained.
And then,
this is a normal day for the
next thing
Avengers.
that happens, we come over
We've
here,
now
we have this
posted-
real-time reporting. This is super important,
What have we
folks. I read a book a number of years ago called The Fortunes and the Follow-Up. Well, maybe so and maybe not. It kind of
Here we
depends on
go.
when we follow up.
Oh, and I
If
can't
in my
take over
eagerness,
the
I
rhythm.
follow up with Mr.
on the
Moyles
Transact
before
card,
he has opened and
follow
reviewed
up
the
on the
video,
Transact
it may
card.
feel to me
Do you wanna
like
go
I'm
into
following up. I
Randy's
promise
room,
it
Bob?
will feel to him like I'm pushing. That is what it will feel like.
I was in Randy's
But what
room.
occurs next is
Yeah,
this.
you and somebody
We'll
else's
come back to
room,
this in
yeah.
a second. Real-time reporting. Now,
Yeah, sure,
as
send me
soon
your
as
link.
Jim
Yeah, all
opens
right.
the email, I get a note.
All right,
He
it'll be in the main
opened
chat.
it, and he took a step towards me.
Okay.
And then I see that he watched that. Then maybe
I'm
I
waiting
sent
for
him a
legal
6-minute
shit.
long
I love
video, and I
legal
see that
shit
he
on the
watched it
fair meetings
all the
and
way
piss
to
me
the
off.
end.
Okay.
He took another step
Then
towards
you
me.
have the microphone
I see he
open.
watched it a
I think
second
this guy
time.
just
He's walking
likes to
towards
hear
me
himself
quickly.
talk.
Now I
It
get
says
involved, and I'm
identify
following
who's
up with the
on and
person
who's
who is ready
not.
to be followed up with.
He can't.
Jim, I see you've watched the
Unironically.
Take a
video
breath.
twice. Clearly, there's something here for you. Help
Jelly
me
Snack
understand
goes, no one
how
wants to
this
send an
product can
email
help
with
you,
video.
and we'll go to work. See, this ability to have our candidate moving towards our member
When
who
it
is
says
typically so full of
identify
fear.
who's on
This is
and
not the
who's
difference in big
not.
success and small success. This
Yeah.
is the difference
I'm gonna
in
see if
some
I-
success and
I can turn
none
my camera
for that
on.
huge percentage of
Look
people
at this.
who do not have that personality easy to
Gallery
approach
view.
another. I think again of these business uses. I've described a way that personal and business comes together
Where am
almost
I?
automatically.
Here I am, look.
But also,
Hello.
5 years ago, Samantha and I and our little
Come on
boy, we
there.
moved from California to
This
Utah.
is crazy. I
And
just
on
clicked-
arriving here,
This guy's
we had
having
to
the
call
worst
me
panic
back.
I've ever
My
watched.
Have a
phone's
new
on the way. Hold it.
oncologist. I have an eye disease. Samantha
Here
needed a
we
new
go.
OBGYN.
Hello.
We need a new pediatric
I'm
dentist, a
Jim.
new adult dentist. We had to choose new schools for Bosco. We've had a
Happy
lot of success
birthday,
for a long
Jim.
time. We have some windows in
Yeah,
this
thank
house. I think
you.
they're 50 feet high. Takes a specialty window company. Nobody stood out. I'm telling you, nobody.
Oh my
Had
God.
one service provider, one vendor in each category. Been
let's see if I can
branded
put the
properly
phone
and sent
back.
us the kind of solicitation I've described to you.
Yeah, a bit
They'd got
crazy.
the business, folks. This is something that the only way someone will not use this is if they don't understand it. That's
I don't
the truth.
understand it.
If they understand it, they will use it.
Anyone else
And there will be
understand it?
countless people who use it if there was no compensation plan
Randy.
associated with it. The vast majority of people will be using it to
He-
meet
well,
their
see,
dreams.
he has to shut
Smaller
up sooner or
percentage of
later, doesn't
people
he?
being a conduit to the use of the tool to
No,
those who
he'll
have a
go
dream.
for like 2
The
hours.
charity uses I described in challenging times in my life.
And
they
we've
all
got his
have them.
phone number, haven't we?
Part of that experience for me, I
think
spent
I've got
6
his
months
phone
in a
number.
Carmelite monastery, and those
How
sisters
many
provided for
days do you
me
think
a
he's
level of
sleeping?
service
I
of
do
love I
think
can
he
never repay them
posted
for.
it somewhere.
You know,
I
the
remember
basic
being like,
economic
Randy,
conundrum
don't do
that
this.
humans face
Hey,
globally is
Bob,
what?
can you ring him if I give you his phone number?
Unlimited wants, and limited resources. That is the basic economic problem.
Oh my God.
Sure.
Shut
I
up,
would
mate.
love
Thanks,
to
mate.
write a check for those sisters for millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
That's my want, an unlimited want. But I
Unlimited
have
want.
limited means, and so I can't write a check for millions of dollars. What I can do is make a donation of our
I've got
professional
his phone
package, which
number.
will provide 10 separate
Okay.
templates. And there
You
you
gotta
see
ring 'em.
actual
I rang 'em
corporate
the other
accounts,
day.
Lamborghini of
It's in the
Central
chat.
Florida, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Applebee's, and so on. So many of them. Imagine how that's
Everybody
it's
ring
not
Randy.
Applebee's, but the
See if we can
Carmelite
knock him
Sisters of the
offline.
most sacred heart of Los
Gotta shut 'em up
Angeles.
somehow.
There's a picture of the Maitre d' Chapel,
I got a headache. Did
where
I tell
every
you I got a
morning at
headache today?
4:45, I listen to those nuns singing the morning office. And as they sing, I would have a catch in my breath and a tear in my eye. And Teresa of Avila said that what I experienced was my soul was being dilated so that it could let in more light.
Shut up.
Well, there's a limitation to how much money,
Shut
limitation to how
up.
much money I can provide those sisters, but there's
not
no
working.
limitation to how much I can help them in their outreach by helping them have custom templates. Now imagine you click on that video, boom, there's 6 sisters in full Carmelite habit singing the morning office. And now the feeling of the potential donor has
might
been
put my hand
shifted
up.
so that the likelihood
Here we go. I'll put my hand up.
of
The recording
donation,
has
the magnitude
stopped.
of donation,
The
repeat
recording
donation,
has
all
stopped.
changes. We can help the world. We can help it a lot. We've talked a little bit already about this real-time reporting. Now, 3
If I can turn my
packages
camera
to
on, why
choose
can't I
from.
turn my
Up
mic
until
on?
now, I've talked principally about using
Hey,
as I would,
shut
would.
up. Shut up, mate. You've been talking for the last 20 minutes. And I just
What
want you
is
to shut
happening?
up. Just shut up, mate.
Hold
For
on.
God's sake, mate.
Hold on.
Shut the
Hold
fuck
on
up.
here.
Oh dear, you've been talking for the last 20 minutes. Give somebody else a breather. Ask some fucking questions, you loser. Sorry.
Sometimes people are a little bit absurd in their behaviors. I apologize.
Sorry, I tried to advise Samantha in the WhatsApp, but
no problem. Hold on.
I'll go back in there with him now. That shut him up.
That was fun.
Right, so now we'll go in there with somebody, Jody iPad. Jody.
Sorry about that, folks.
I took him out. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, good on you, Jody.
I took him out. It's okay. We're still watching it.
I've been in tougher spots.
They said I took him out.
He's been in tougher.
There we come back down here.
Been in tougher spots.
3 packages to choose from, and these 3 packages would be the same whether one is going to use the product
we've got
to
a few
build
other
their
browsers
business,
yet.
as I've described, using it
They
as
don't know what's coming.
A way to grow a real estate business, a mortgage business, a private school, virtually any kind of enterprise. It also obviously has application to become a standalone income generating possibility.
Let's get a few names.
The 3 packages are the starter package that costs $175.
Oh, here we
and a
go.
note there as we look that has over 1,000 professionally designed, ready to use templates, prepared and available immediately in multiple languages.
There we go.
I want to note here that there is no AI interpretation. Everything is done, and no Google Translate. Everything is done professionally with native in-country speakers. It's quite remarkable. 12 languages the very first day.
We hear it all.
And by the way, the first day I think is less than a week now. And I'm going to come back around to the timing of the venture and what's been going on for the last several years.
12 languages of videos.
That first package would have 1 custom video email template. You'll notice as you go to the Elite and the Pro package, the prices are higher. And that is because the services are greater. The principal differences are the number of custom templates. If you have multiple messages to deliver, then multiple templates will be a requisite. It has 10-minute recording time, which would not be necessary for someone using it.
I know, I can't wait.
For
It's gonna be
personal
good.
use, but for business use, that would be quite important. The ability to private label and the 6 gigabytes of storage is what makes it possible to retain a video library. It's a fantastic way to do contact and client management over time. You've heard me state several times in this conversation that there is an ability to upload contacts into the Top Fusion server, and that server has been whitelisted on over 1,000 ISPs. And so those contacts that are inserted is a virtual certainty that the email is going to go through. And you'll notice also that there is, in addition to the one-time fee, there is a monthly fee also to continue utilizing the technology and to continue utilizing the upgrades as they come along. Okay, now I am going to shift gears completely. And I'm going to describe to you all something that is probably known intuitively by all or most of you, but it may not be something that you've ever specifically considered. I have taught for so many years that there are 5 elements required for success in a direct selling company.
Oh my God!
And I've taught that the first element is a product or service that matters to people.
In MLM.
Let's extend that thinking a little bit. A product or service that matters to people, which has a degree of uniqueness.
Right, so I've got
a product or service that matters to people, which has a degree of uniqueness and which cannot be acquired someplace else.
He doesn't stop breathing.
And by the way, I've had a handful of people, not a lot, mostly tech guys, tell me, well, gosh, Randy, I can send video emails using another service. Well, send me one, please. And I would challenge you all to do that. You got 24 hours starting.
I don't have to speed
Send
him
me
up.
a video email and a custom branded template with reporting features. Send it to me.
You should say
what you're about to discover is that you cannot. This is a unique technology. So the first element,
so I've got a list of
service that matters
50 names that have been in his meetings in the past,
which is priced for the consumer need, not for the compensation plan need. A product or service that matters to people who will use it if there is no compensation plan associated with it. A product or service that matters to people, which has universal appeal. That means that it would appeal to someone who is younger than you, older than you, more physically fit, less physically fit, same
really
gender, different gender, complete universal appeal, and it must be something where once one begins to use that it would become commonplace. And so, how many people
meeting is being recorded.
Birthday greetings? You know, it costs $20 per month to have access permanently to the smallest package. Most Hallmark cards today cost $6. Just sending birthday greetings to families makes this essentially free. The first element, a product or service
Shut
that
the
meets all of these
fuck
criteria.
up, Randy. Come on, mate. You just don't breathe.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Randy. You just don't breathe. We're broadcasting you live on the internet. Here we go.
a product or service that matters to people who will use it if there is not sure exactly what to do about this. A product or service that matters to people. Hold on.
Randy, put me as a co-host that I will help you, and I will block them.
Same gender.
It's okay. I got it, babe.
See?
It's
Okay, I need you to stand right by there so you don't walk over.
No, I am right here, honey. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's happening.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Okay, folks. So my apologies for that, but once again, I've been in tougher spots.
I've been in tougher spots.
So
Sure he
back
has.
over here.
He's listening to me on the internet. That
I've
was
talked
the
about all
noise.
these various factors from a product standpoint, but this is what I've come to understand.
Okay, let's see.
There are 5 elements required for success in a venture such as this.
Actually,
The first one is
all
a
the people
product
in
or
the
service
meeting
that matters to
start-
people. And you've seen me describe that in the last few minutes.
We
We've
probably
talked
won't
about
be
it
here
in a
for too
variety
much
of
longer,
different
but
ways.
we've been here for enough.
I've come to understand now with complete clarity that the second element, I've always described it in this order: a product or service that matters to
Oh, this
people,
is
a
crack
company
up.
that can execute, timing that is
Oh,
clear,
yeah,
that is
she's
obvious, that is
delete them all
beyond
one at a
refute,
time. Anyone
a
that's in the waiting
compensation
room,
plan which
'cause I've got
provokes
5.
correct behaviors and then properly rewards those behaviors, and training and support. Now, those are the 5
I'm now
elements.
going to go back
and
in
by the
there
way,
and tell them that
what
we're
I've
streaming
described for
live.
so many years, again, a nuanced idea, and an idea you may or
Watch
may not be
this.
familiar with. What I was trying to wrap my arms around this,
YouTube.com
what exactly is it? What is it? I always heard people
@dihick.com
talking about the business, and I
streaming.
couldn't really wrap my arms around it. What I want you all to know is this is what it is. We engage in a proved and predictable pattern of activities,
So
which results in the creation of an
he will now get a
ever-expanding
message that we're
and
streaming him
potentially
live.
limitless web of consumers. And the way that I've always taught that
Hello,
was it was a
Samantha.
limitless web
Oh, I
of
should have used
internal
Samantha's name.
consumers.
Silly
Why?
me.
Because people
I'll use that in
outside
another
the
one.
web wouldn't pay the price of a product that was priced to fund a compensation plan. So today it is
So,
what? We
just
engage
go
in
there-
a
I'll go in
proved
there
and
with Samantha's
predictable
name.
pattern of activities, which results in the creation of
One
an
second. You
ever-expanding
can't see what I'm
and
doing.
potentially limitless web
Nobody
of
can ever
internal
see his
and
board.
external consumers who require
Like,
no
can you see
outside
what he's
provocation
writing
for
on the
continued
board?
product use.
Oh,
The elements required for success:
Gotta
a
have a
product or
board,
service
though.
that matters to
Everyone's
people,
gotta have
and
a
then a
board.
company that can execute. And I've come to believe and understand that this is by far the most important. The gentleman that owns this company's name is Bob Reyna. Bob Reyna launched Talk Fusion in 2007. That company literally flew around the world between 2007
He just
and
made shit
2010.
up.
And when I say
How
flew,
can
I mean
people
straight
actually
up
listen? You
ballistic.
can just tell it's all
Generated
bullshit.
enormous incomes. But think back to 2007. What was your
Says it
internet bandwidth?
confidently.
Could you upload, download, and seamlessly
now I've gone in
stream
there
large
with his
videos,
wife's
files on a global scale? No,
whether
only a
they
tiny
accept
percent
me.
of global population could do it at that point in time. Bob truly was a man ahead of his time. The
Bob?
internet bandwidth around the
Who's he
world
talking
has
about?
caught up.
Jeremiah
At least to
G-Wright.
some degree, it has caught up. And as a result, today, what would only be functional and effective in 3 or 4 or 5% of the world, today is effective all over the world.
All over
What's the next
world.
bit of convergence? The next bit of convergence is that 20 years ago, who was making 5 and 7 minute videos and posting them on Reels and
was.
so on? Exactly nobody. I mean, exactly nobody. Today, tens of millions of people have learned how to do that, but they've learned how to brand themselves and therefore monetize that behavior.
Oh,
The next
my
point of
God.
convergence.
Oh,
Then
shut
what
him
else
up.
has happened? Remember my chart back here? We start at the bottom left-hand corner of the graph, and most
You can
companies
see the
finish
graph.
there, and most
You
don't,
can see
don't
this
ever
one.
really grow
You can
fast.
see a
This is a truly unique moment. Why?
phallic-like
Because for the first time
thing on the
probably
wall.
in your lives, you get a chance to be at the absolute bottom
Look at this.
left-hand corner of the graph.
I've got to
This
ring him.
company did
That's the next
$103
thing
million
we'll do.
in
Let's ring him.
sales last year. 86% of that volume was pure customer volume.
Randy.
There is 0% chance that Talk Fusion
Randy.
has a slow start. There's already
Randy, there it
$103
is.
million
Oh,
in
my God.
banked customer
He's
volume.
got FaceTime.
Right? It will have a fast
This is
start.
gonna be-
There's no way for it to be
This is
low
gonna
growth,
be
slow
bad.
growth. Up here on the upper
Okay.
right-hand
All right,
corner of the
1 minute,
graph,
please,
we have
caller.
Bob Reyna,
I'll
who
bring
is
this on the
without
screen.
question the single finest
Uh-oh.
operator in the network marketing
this is
world
bad.
today. And
All
there's
right,
nobody
so 1
remotely
minute.
close.
This is wicked.
In
If
addition to owning
if
Talk
he's using
Fusion
a Mac,
100% in a debt-free
FaceTime
way,
will ring on his Mac
he
and
also
disrupt the meeting.
owns Chiari, a company, the only
Well, that's
nutritional supplement
Yeah, we're
company
doing it.
launched in the post-COVID era, which
Oh, my
has
goodness.
succeeded. They
Can't
currently
get
do $2
any
million
more fun
in
than
daily
this.
sales. So the elements
All right.
required for success are what? A product or service that matters to people, a company that can execute, timing that is clear, that is obvious, that is beyond refute. And folks, nothing could be more clear and obvious than this.
FaceTime.
You get a chance to be at the bottom left-hand corner of the graph and yet suffer none of the risks that are part of
There we
that.
go.
Why? Because on the upper right-hand corner, you got a guy named Bob
Watch it.
Reyna, who
His
has
phone's
a
ringing.
certified
Is it ringing?
multi-billion-dollar net worth and a deep emotional commitment for whatever reason to continuing his career. I'm pretty comfortable saying this. Talk Fusion has no competition, but let's just focus on that top right-hand bullet. If everything else were equal, the one thing that is not equal
trying to say
is
you've
the
been
fastest
streamed live.
payout, not just in MLM history, but in the business history. 1 minute payout. Let's assume everything else was the same. Imagine your career's up until now on direct selling. You enroll a new member. They buy the enrollment package. Maybe a week later, you get a direct sales commission. 30 days from now, you receive your residuals. This compensation plan pays in 1 minute each time you hit one of the comp plan components. Now, I've digressed and talked about different concepts that I typically do in a basic business presentation. That out of respect for Jim and Rod and for those of you that I know have got deep knowledge. I'm going to be very quick in my discussion of the comp plan because presumably you'll have basic knowledge.
Using the world's first.
There are 5 ways. There are 5 ways to generate income. The first way is fast start bonus. When you are the conduit to someone else's use of the product. Just that simple. When you're the conduit to someone else's use, you're the introductory factor. When they acquire the smallest package, you'll receive $50. That will be on your debit card instantly.
When you finish
and you can deposit to your bank 1 minute later. It's $100 commission if it's the second package your candidate chooses. If they choose the largest package, because that's what fits their purposes, you will instantly 1 minute later be able to transfer to your bank or instantly it's on your debit card. Team commissions, this is a simple two-sided comp plan. It's called a binary. For those who have been around the industry, this is a binary that requires no structure whatsoever.
You're fully exposed.
I was a Royal Black Diamond at Monavie. It required that I have $300,000 in volume in my right leg every month. But I also had to have 9 separate enrollment trees who all did different things. In this case, pure volume-based, no structure. If you have 1 enrolled on the right, 1 enrolled on the left, you can go all the way to the top of the comp plan. This, by the way, will pay a cycle commission every time you have 200 points left and 200 points right. That will create a cycle commission of $25. That is 6%. Those of you who've been around the industry for a while, you'll see companies like Jeunesse, Isogenics offering a cycling binary. 1 3/4, 2% is what's actually being paid on team commissions. Here at 6. Why can it be so much more?
He is so full of shit,
folks.
It doesn't
get
make
this one. Let this thought come home to you.
He's just not talking about
the future of direct selling is digital. Why? Because there are no costs.
You can do it with any company,
you simply cannot deliver physical, tangible products on a global scale. Go through all of the headaches of import, duties, customs, code date expiration risks, manufacturing risks, and so on. Irrespective of what product-based companies say, they cannot pay more than about 35% of cash. They'll talk about big numbers, 40, 50, 60%. That will be 40, 50, 60% of what? Of CV. It'll always take $1.50 or $2 to get a CV point. And so they're overstating commissions by about double. In this case, the company pays out 52% of cash.
He must,
That's possible because it's a digital offering and there is no cost of goods sold. That team commission can cycle all the way to $50,000.
So is it Jim's birthday, is it?
The matching bonus, whenever you introduce someone to the company, whenever they earn a team commission, you will earn a 10% matching commission.
Ooh.
They make $25, you make 2.5. They make $50,000, you make 5.
I'm going to try to
each
log
commission
into their
being
meeting
paid literally
again, but this time I'm going to use his phone number as the username.
1 minute later,
and see, so they know that we've been ringing.
The matching commission, someone you've enrolled earns a team commission, you get a 10% match. That also plays through on generation 2. Rank advancement bonuses. We know there are lots of people who just need to make money right now. They really need to.
Yeah.
And everybody needs to make money so that we have proof of income. Proof of income is without question the lubrication that greases the wheels of all productivity in the direct selling industry. I don't want to hear about lubrication. These rank advancement commissions, they start small, $500. They go up to a total of $11,500. All of them are centered early in the plan. We will have people who earn all $11,000 in rank advancement
now using this phone number when the
company goes live. And a leadership pool. The leadership pool is 1% of all company sales split equally among all people who qualify at the top rank in the company, which is called Blue Diamond. That's it, folks. 5 ways to make money.
Wow.
We all know the direct selling industry has become extraordinarily complicated. Most compensation documents are 10 pages, 20 pages long. This is the easiest thing you'll ever see. 5 comp plan components, all except the leadership pool pay.
I'll get back into this meeting. You watch, because I've got
the second
so many of their names.
But you can't know the earnings
from
until the
previous
end.
Meetings.
Income disclaimer, simply put, folks, it's not something for nothing. It's not a fast buck.
Timmy Watcher.
We've talked about all of these various comp plan components.
Okay, hold on.
I've focused this conversation not on the very most basic things. I've focused the conversation on some of the
Yeah.
things that I would need to know. If, for example, I know that some of you just got your heart broken by another network marketing company, and I
Calm
focused on
down.
some of the things that I would need to know had I just gone through that. There is no question that I'm not perfectly happy to answer. I do want to apologize again for our detractor, for whatever reason, thought that was a good idea, but neither here nor there. Without question, the most important thing that I have to offer any of you is me.
Oh my
without
God,
question, most important thing I have to offer you is my time. I'm not sure exactly how and why it occurred, but I think God played a trick on me. He put me on the earth to do network marketing. I don't know anything else, but I know this just about as well as anybody who walks the earth.
God hated you.
And the only thing in my life that is scarce, the only thing in my life is scarce is time. It's the only thing I can't create
She's
more
messaging me
and
in the
I won't
chat room,
spend a
which
minute
is quite
of it,
funny.
but I'll invest it with
that's
you
my
if you want
husband's
me
phone
to.
number. Good
Jim Moyles is one of
detective.
the best guys that I know.
That's what she's
a
just
person
sent me
of
a message
profound
saying.
success in every aspect of life.
now I'm
and
gonna
he is a gentleman that we've done business together off and on for many, many years. He's a network marketing professional of the highest order, and a real estate professional of the highest order.
Yeah.
Jim, pipe in here. Just can you unmute Jim's phone for him, Ben?
Here you go.
And just tell folks what are the important points that I missed, Jim, or anything else that you think needs to be said. Oops, nope, he's
Hang
got
on,
unmute.
Jim. You have to click the unmute button.
There we go.
I allowed you to unmute.
I'm with you.
There we go. Thank you.
Well, one of the things, Randy, that caused me to get involved with this
get a good
is
photo
not only
of her.
because of you, who helped me create
Smile,
my first fortune in life, but I've been able to create 2 fortunes in
There's
this
only
venue
13
thanks
people
to
in
you.
here.
She's your typical
and
fake
it led to a
hun
third
bot.
version because with all the commissions I earn, I built a very attractive real estate commercial.
Look at me, Samantha. I want to take a photo of you.
But here's what
She's
really caused me to get involved in Talk Fusion with you.
Do you jack off to hackers?
My first job out of college, after spending 5.5 years getting an engineering degree, I wanted to use it. So I joined IBM. They were nice enough to offer me a job. And at that time, we had over 90% of the computer market.
She's funny. Look at this. I'll put this in the Avenger chat.
Introduced a new generation.
We'll have to chuck you in the
and
Avenger.
This new generation
you don't have WhatsApp, do you?
took the market by storm. And one of the things I'd like you to elaborate on a little bit more, Randy, is how this is Mach 2 of Talk Fusion.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Why they've consolidated
you can't chat to them in the
earlier version
in the waiting room, which is a pain. But
she's a fresh start. It's just like that new generation of computers was a fresh start for IBM.
Well, she can message me in the Zoom meeting. So
probably 98% of all the computers in the United States were IBM, maybe around the world, were made by IBM.
So this is
if any of you are curious, like what
this is what she's chatting to me
right
in
now,
the chat room saying.
Well, it was so
before she lets me in
that our market share
Samantha.
that the Federal Trade Commission told us we either had to give up manufacturing or software or our service bureau. And because of that decision, the company was made. They gave up their software.
They don't know how
to which became Microsoft and the Bill Gates. And so,
yeah. Oh, she got me. Figured it out. But that's funny. So here she is here.
Hacker.
Yeah.
Dare you, hacker. How dare you hack her husband's phone?
And just in case you don't realize this, Samantha, darling, I'd call her a bimbo, but that'd be more flattery than anything. If you go to my website and you look down here, you'll see we've actually been following you for quite some time. And I think I've done a blog about you guys recently, haven't I?
Probably. They've been in a long line. Like they were in Nila Life, Telex Free, I believe, at one point.
So there's your man of the moment. He's looking at his computer.
Card, one of them.
Talk Fusion, sparks coming out of his computer. And there's another video. So this is the last videos we got. And we caused a lot of havoc in there as well. And we managed to grab all the information about you that's all over the internet as a bunch of scammers. And then 2 days ago, we found you in there again, gaslighting everyone. And this is the one where he is shaking like a leaf.
I came on one of them.
Oh, did you? So you
yeah.
But you look at him here,
and to then have a bunch of testing going on, and it's just
he's
communication.
Just shaking like a leaf. So he must have like Parkinson's or something. Oh, this is the one. You watch the start of this,
Michael.
Interesting.
I am glad to see all.
So this is great because this
Thomas
is
and Holly back. I'm happy to see you. I always am. Make me smile when I see you. Brian and Billy, Laney. Okay, folks. First, I'll give you just the very, very, very shortest and quickest update from today.
Yeah, crazy guy. But what I'm trying to do
cocaine is a hell of a drug, Danny.
Oh, yeah. That's the other side of it. But when you search for these guys, what I'm trying to do is come up in the results. So obviously he's already in behind MLM, and here he is with his famous whiteboard.
Transact card. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
I thought it was. I knew it was one of them. So yeah, Transact card, Nilo Life, and this one.
And what's the other more? There's something more. There's another more one as well.
Finmore.
Yeah.
Finmore was a part of. Finmore was Transact card. It like rebranded.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. He's even been talked about in phone scams. Mm-hmm. But obviously, if you search for him soon, you'll just be able to. You'll see my site, behind MLM, me again. You know, there's so much warnings about this guy and his friggin' hype. It's just ridiculous. But that was quite successful. That got quite confusing there at some time. Oh, $1 billion mine. See, this is what I do. I've got goodness me, Susie's in here, and she's telling me.
Life is there.
She's just telling me that someone else is
my video.
is going to be live. $1 billion mine. So that's one I don't monitor too much because he drives me crazy, that guy. But if I go to my bookmarks, I can go to webinars, and I don't normally open those, but just for Susie. Now, what they do now is because they can't handle me going in there, or not just me, but being disturbed. I'm the only one that seems to be doing this disturbing stuff, but they do webinar formats, and it's harder to police. Oh, not that one. So that's his beautiful wife. And what we do is just build up content on them. So we have his phone number now. Obviously, we can ring him. And she's just confirmed that's his phone number by telling us.
But she has his phone for some reason.
Oh, yeah, but I was, when I tried to get into the Zoom meeting, I used his phone number as the username. So then that's basically saying, we have you. Susie, you're awesome. Susie's just, I've got such an awesome team. Susie's just given me the link. Look at that. This is how we roll. We've got like links coming out my ears. More links than you can shake a stick at, as they say.
I got to run, though.
Where are you going to run for? I do a lot of running.
This meeting is being recorded.
Goodness me. I'm in here with my own name. Oh my goodness, I'm in here twice with look at that.
Wait, are you in there 3 times?
Yeah.
You're in there as Danny, Randy, and Randy.
I've covered this guy. She's laughing now a bit. That's what Susie will be doing. What's she doing in the other chat room? All right, no, that's cool. If you're going to go, that's all right. And she's given me the password.
Yeah, I got to run. It's like 8:30 p.m. here. So I got to get going.
Oh, I love to have you here. And feel free to do anything with my content whenever you need to. I'll promise I won't do any copyright strikes. It looks Sharvis is here. I know, isn't that crazy though about that? And then they've actually already tried reporting for privacy. I haven't looked at my emails today, but normally they try it on, don't they?
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, you're awesome.
All right. Good luck.
Be good. Thank you. May the force be strong with you.
Take care.
Thanks for the entertainment.
Bye, everybody.
That's awesome. And we're starting to get a real good group of scam fighters, like pocket watching with JT, 130,000 subscribers. You've got Queen of Karma, about 6,500 subscribers. And then we've got, all these other YouTubers that are getting together who are fighting scams. And one day we'll be like a Barogi and we'll really get that. Changed the name from Social Goats. Oh my God, hope it's not my goat, guys, from last month. VID me. No, have you got a URL? Post it in the chat room if you have of that one. Goats Gone Wild. Unusual username, just saying. But feel free. So what have we got in here? Sharvis is not in hospital. He's in the friggin' Zoom meeting right in front of me. So that's friggin' hilarious. I'll just see if I can put that one off to the side. And as soon as we go live, I'm pretty sure that window will disappear. So there we go there. I'll put that one over there. So you reckon he's going to go live soon? Does he normally go live at the same time, does he? That's cool. I'll just get rid of my phone off the desk. Phone off desk. Phone off desk. There it is. Gone. Right. Danny DeHeck. Not sure if that's a good name to have on there, but what I could do is change it. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to change it to Jerry Maguire. I'll talk with Jay. Show me the money. And I'll put money. All right, so we're all ready to rock and roll. So if you're logged into a Zoom meeting like this, you can actually log in on another
This meeting
browser,
is being
and
recorded.
then it kicks that one out. And
it
now
kicks that one out.
And
And
now
it kicks that one out.
now I'm
And
back
now
in
I'm
here. And now
back
back
in
in
here.
here. Boom. Oh, are you there? Hello? Oh, so you can turn your mic on. That's pretty cool. But I'm on this browser. I can't actually. Bob's okay. So Bob's live in here somewhere. Now I've got to find Bob on my other screen. So I'm going to go hunt for Bob. He'll be in here somewhere with his mic on, waiting for the webinar to start.
Hello.
Oh dear.
I will have another cigarette now.
All right, let's see if we can find Bob. He'll be in one of my meetings somewhere here. Hello, lovely. How are you, Samantha? Good to see you there. And look, yes, that's my husband's phone. Good job, detective. Do you jack off to hacking people's calls? Must be fun. That's the lovely Samantha. In case you haven't missed it, that's her there. And we're going to make a nice picture out of her. In fact, I tell you what we could do is we could do that picture now while we're waiting. I'm going to show you some great technology. So first of all, we do need a photo. We need to find that program.
You should reply back. When you send me one of those video emails, how long will that take for me to get?
Oh, that would have been a good idea. Ask them to send us an email and complain about it. Now, what are we called? This is not tidy. This is, I've forgotten what it's called actually. Talk Fusion, isn't it? So I need to find Talk somehow. Talk Fusion. Talk. And hopefully we'll have Fusion. Talk Fusion. Oh, I don't know how to spell fusion. Fusion. Oh, that might be better. Tidy list. Oh, Randy. I've gone under Randy. So now what I can do is please use Samantha's photo and create me an image for the thumbnail of my YouTube video. I would like Samantha and Randy to be having an argument over a cell phone. Please use previous command prompts to create a similar image to previous image requests. I don't know if that's going to work, but let's upload her photo and we'll see what we can do along the way. And I'm just going to shut down some of these other meeting requests in the time. I'm going to see where Bob is. Bob's still there. Bob's there as Sharvis. You can still hear me, Bob?
No, this is Mr. Chavez. I'm filming the link right now.
Oh, sorry. Is that Mr. Chavez? How's hospital treating you, Mr. Chavez?
Oh, it's great. Did you smoke so many cigars?
I'll leave her up there. We'll leave that up there. Oh, that's what we'll do.
That Hobbit guy, boy, does he carry a meeting.
Screenshots. You don't sound like Sharvis, mate. You've got to be talking. You've got to say develop. Say develop.
You know, BTC is gonna go up like $200.
You've got issues, man.
It's totally a lie.
Help. What was that one? Help.
The stupid judge from San Antonio. Oops.
Oh, I know San Antonio. Yeah, I've heard of them before, actually. I'm just going to find this Des Alps. This guy here.
Yeah. I can't wait to talk to San Antonio police again. Great.
Enjoying that conversation. Now I'm just going to link Mr. Des Alps with this Ponzi scheme here. And then we'll be able to find him.
In the background, I'm lucky here is the stupid Legal Shield people who has a real product.
Oh, Bob's breaking up.
So it's going to be
Breaking up is hard to do.
FTC letter. FTC letter to the about Legal Shield.
Okay.
And I think that the lady at corporate, sleeping with one of the promoters.
Brilliant.
Because she doesn't want to write stuff down. And what else happened today? Your friend Rosanna, lady from France.
Fancy.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the community. Please go report the following app called Trust Holly Academy.
This out. Where is he?
Trust Holly Academy. It's on the Apple Play Store.
Oh, is it? Hey, I hear you've had to update your domain name recently. What's going on with that?
Oh, yeah. That's because I sold it to some guy.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat room here. Is open to anyone. What have we got? Sorry, video look. ID passcode. Okay, I'll just checking messages here, trying to keep up with what's happening. So
he's moving the domain. I am moving the domain.
Are you now?
Did the same thing with we are also touching.
Why didn't you put a forwarding domain name on it? I want to see if I can find you, Bob. You must be here somewhere.
Have you guys heard of Mr. Coach Gone Wild?
No.
Have you heard of Vinny? No, I have not.
No. Haven't heard of
that.
That
must
Bob.
Be a Randy Schroeder program.
Okay, here we go. What have we got here? Join? What's that one there? Join? Sign in. That's a bit weird.
The latest one, the latest stupid program out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vibe. Is all your leaders are going over to it.
You mean there's a stupider one than Vibe? No one told me. Hey, Mash, Honda Henderson's must be promoting it.
I spoke to the big Pakistani leader. I'm sorry, Megan. They don't like you anymore.
Yep.
And he actually said, I quit.
Uh-huh.
And you were like 20 people. I was like, wow, you like your meetings are only like 10 minutes long now?
Do you think, look at this.
How do I know that?
Here we go.
Because the leader lets me in. Ooh.
What do you reckon about that one? See that image? Look a bit weird. Spark's going off the computer, connection lost. I might just say, please update this thumbnail and use my new picture instead.
What meeting you have to make a return to? That's returning.
Now I'm trying to figure out why I've got.
I'll give you a hint. It's one of your favorite people.
What?
It's one of your favorite people. It's on tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Oh.
New York time.
Do you think Randy will be back online? I think Randy will be back online in a minute.
You think Legal Shield? How long can I have Legal Shield last? I'm gonna be so rich when I submit all these recordings to the FTC.
Hey, he's live again. Randy's live again. Hold it, let's get him. I'll see if I've got names from last time. Here we go. Randy's live. Let's see if we can get him. See, host is joined.
I'm burning up this. Whoever paid for this cloud storage on this one meeting. Is it recording? I'm just gonna keep talking nonsense.
You're good at it, I must say. But Randy is live again.
Go contact me. My name is Chevy. Contact Bloomberg. They know how to get in touch with me. You know. I'm also in Dubai.
Are you in Dubai? Have you divided? Divided we stand, united we fall. Right, so Randy Schroeder is live again. So we're just trying to hack in there, because we're hackers. We'll just clear a few rages and we'll use a few familiar names. They'll now say that we got hacked. And we'll go, really? No, we didn't. We just logged in. idiots. That's good. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I wish I could see that image. View frame source, read aloud, translate, print, save as, save image. Oh, save image as. Save image as. I wonder if I can actually save that image. Oh, maybe I can. That's going to be cool. Oh, I can't. No, never mind. Poor Randy, though. I feel sorry for him. The stream. What stream? Ah, you're in there, Samantha. Oh, you've noticing. So you're in the chat room, Samantha. Hey, Samantha, that's lovely you've come in here. I'll send you a link and you can come in here and tell us what you think of us. That would be easier for you. Join. Here you go. Just use that link there and you can come in here. I've got you a nice photo online. Is that you guys? Is that you guys having an argument about why did you give out your phone number to Danny de Heck? That's brilliant. The other one too is your little wee message that you were sending me. You enjoying those? And have you ever really sat there and listened to your husband talk? Because he must be irritable. But nice that you've come in here. Good on you. So why don't you come on stage and tell us about your opportunity? Because we actually think that video email is a little bit old-fashioned. And we think you're just actually using it to promote multi-level marketing. But we could be wrong. And this would be a good opportunity for you to actually, find out what we actually do. I'm going to show you something while we're here, because we actually did a review on Talk Fusion. And I'm quite happy to give it to you because it's right here. And I'll give you the link. I'll put it in the chat room for you. Samantha, don't be shy. So this is the meeting that you had a couple of days ago. We've got that meeting. We press play on that one. There you go. And I'm talking as normal. Not as much as Randy, though.
And, there's some successes that are brewing right now. Some things are happening right now that will become tangible and visible to others really, really soon.
Yeah, everything's going to happen in the future, but nothing actually is happening now. We're onto you. And then the next video was the next day when we found him again. There he is, looking a bit stressed in front of the computer. Randy! Great. And he's so happy to see everybody in the Zoom meeting, but there's only 30 people in there. And look, for half the meeting, I'm actually in the Zoom meeting.
They don't have any of the
there I am there.
The safety nets in place. They're not
Should I
afraid.
put
They
my
haven't been
hand up?
disappointed,
I said they want to
disillusioned.
ask a question.
Brand new people have
I'm in
almost
your meeting.
infectious enthusiasm. And so when those brand new people join the network, it will change the way the whole network feels.
Oh, of
What I
course.
am experiencing right now too, however, is that people
He just doesn't shut up. And then if you go into here, let me read your blog to you. Seeing you're listening, let's have a wee read.
It never fails. You start poking around one scam, and just when you think you've mapped out the ringleaders, another name bubbles back to the surface, and there it was again, Randy Schroeder. If you've been around the MLM space long enough, you know that name. Schroeder is a serial pitchman, always repackaging the same empty promises under a new brand, a new logo, a new product that's going to change the world, until it collapses, and he's on to the next big thing. He's been involved in everything from Canaway to Transact Card to Finmore, and now, he's pushing something called Talk Fusion like it's the second coming of digital marketing. Let me make this very clear. Randy Schroeder is not some harmless networker with a dream. He is a professional MLM manipulator, and thanks to the great reporting over at Behind MLM, full credit to them, we now have a very public example of what happens when Randy gets called out. Spoiler, he doesn't take it well.
Do you want to sit here and read the blog and tell us where we've got the information wrong, Samantha, if that's you? We'd love to have you on board. So, can you tell us what happened with Callaway or Transit Card or Finmore and what actually, has gone wrong? I don't actually know who you are, so I'm just going to turn that off until you talk. And then when you talk and we find out it's you, Samantha, we'll, by all means, happy enough to put you on stage. And you're more than welcome to talk. But in the meantime, I think it would be fair for anyone else who might be here to actually have a listen to the blog that we've written about your husband. And as you're listening, why don't you tell us where we've got this information wrong?
Let me make this very clear. Randy Schroeder is not some harmless networker with a dream. He is a professional MLM manipulator, and thanks to the great reporting over at Behind MLM, full credit to them, we now have a very public example of what happens when Randy gets called out. Spoiler, he doesn't take it well.
Yeah, so there's an article here about Transit Card. Now, Bob, who probably is the person on the phone that just rang up, has done a lot of research about Transit Card, and we had a lot of people promoting this at the time. And obviously, he's been this is all multi-level marketing. You guys might think we can make our living at multi-level marketing and it's all good, but we're actually more concerned about the products and the claims that you make and how you never deliver on what you claim that these products will actually do. So that's sort of a part of it. So let's go back to September the 23rd meltdown and let's listen to that paragraph.
In a September 2023 meltdown, Schroeder went on video to defend Transact Card after it lost its US banking access. He blamed the collapse on growth overwhelming their banking partner Solid, even though uptime data from Solid told a very different story. Instead of taking accountability or providing evidence, Randy lashed out at Behind MLM, calling them a trash rag, and accusing them of getting paid to smear companies. Behind MLM clapped back with receipts, proving they simply published what Transact Card itself had disclosed.
Hey, g'day mate, how are you doing? Nice to have you in here. So that's cool. I don't know what you're talking about with Tammy's last name. We don't have access to everything, but we have access to quite a lot. And we can't get all the facts all the time. But if you were dying of thirst and I handed you a glass of water and I said, look, here's a glass of water, you're going to go, I want my passive income. Can I please have my passive income? And then I say, oh, by the way, there is a problem with the water. There's only 1% arsenic in the water. Would you still drink it? So when we go after you guys and we look at your lifestyles and the way the claims that you make, we trip you up multiple times. How much poison do people need to listen to before we realise that everything that comes out of Randy's mouth is just a lie? There's no validity. Who the hell, put your hands up everybody who wants to receive a video email. I don't give a shit about it. But theoretically, if you promote it, you're going to get this and you're going to get that and you're going to get this and you're going to be rich and be able to live on a passive income and live on a yacht for the rest of your life. It's ridiculous. And that's what we get sick of. So no disrespect to you, Samantha, because I don't know how intelligent you are or whether you really care or you're just flying under the radar hoping that somebody's not going to detect what you're doing in your life. That's your predicament. This is my life. This is what I do full time. And normally what happens is, just like we looked at here, is I'm sure in this article, Randy would lash out in the comment section and defend his actions and his lifestyle and the claims he's made and probably abuse and go after the person who's exposing him, because that's just easy to do, isn't it? So somewhere in here, I'm sure there will be a comment. Or did you not bother to comment? No comment. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's carry on going. So we've got another guy in here that was promoting a Ponzi scheme the other day, and he's popped into the chat room. Would you like to come? Are you the one that's trying to ring? Because we did a blog about you the other day.
Giovanni Orange, hello.
Giovanni, would you like to actually come in here and have a chat to us? Because you're more than welcome to jump up on the stage right now. There's a link that's pinned to the top saying join the show. And Giovanni was promoting an opportunity here somewhere just recently, and I managed to grab him and see him doing what he does. And there he is. So Giovanni, who's in the chat room at the moment, is here. He's promoting OatSmart. Now, OatSmart, this is the really weird thing that I cannot understand about people who promote these opportunities. The FMA in New Zealand and I think Australia have posted warnings about this. California has posted a warning about OatSmart, and also the New Zealand authority. So here's the state of California publicising a cease and desist refrain order. Why would they do that? And you might go, well, we won't promote it in California anymore. But I'm going, why would you ignore the findings or the accusations that the state of California has put out? A 4-page document about why OatSmart shouldn't be promoted. and they should refrain from promoting it. And people go, oh, that just applies in one of the states of America. And that's really weird. I don't understand why you would go, oh my God, okay, we better stop that. And then you go to New Zealand, which is a small little country, but they have me. And in here's an OatSmart unregistered financial service provider, and it's in Maori. And we actually gave them information about this company because we found New Zealanders actually promoting this, and we exposed that. So if we went to my YouTube channel and we searched for OatSmart, then we found this company here, these people here.
Who's that? I can't get in. There we go.
And there's
Use
Kiwis
ID number.
promoting it. So I reported that lady and I publicised it with a video. The New Zealand government agent, FMA, then acted on information that I provided them and put out a warning to other New Zealanders. And then I come across here and I find that you are busy promoting OatSmart, and you sent me a message telling me that you weren't upset with me because I publicised what you were doing, but you wanted to clarify a few points. And now you are in the meeting here with us, and I'm curious to actually what you are actually going to clarify. So it's all in Spanish, but here we have got you posting, and I'm going to read that for other people.
Good morning. Update your video on the following. Actually, we don't get pay on recruiting people, and I can give you an interview. I'm not even mad cause of exposing me. Thanks.
So you say you don't get paid for recruiting people, but there is a commission structure. So I don't know how you can make that claim. And obviously, I've given you a reply to that. Here we go.
At GIOVANNI, thanks for confirming you're not mad, because what we're exposing is verifiable. Let's correct your statement. Yes, OatSmart does pay people for recruiting. You clearly explained this yourself in your Zoom presentations, earning 5% minus 50% commissions from downline activity and level-based matching bonuses. That's textbook MLM. It's not just recruitment-driven, it's recruitment-dependent. You're promoting a company that was issued a desist and refrain order by California's DFPI for securities fraud, warned by New Zealand's FMA, and is. As for an interview, happy to host you in a live session, but be prepared for facts, not feelings. This isn't personal, it's accountability. You made your Zoom calls public, we simply recorded them.
Yeah, so you advertise them as a public meeting, we rebroadcast them, and we think that the public need to be aware what you're doing. But you still haven't answered the questions. So the cease and desist order applies to all scams. So you're in the chat room here, mate, now, and you've popped in and said hello. All right, Samantha, you want to sit here in the chat room and chirp away and don't want to come on to the live meeting and defend your husband that you love dearly, and you'll follow him to your deathbed because he's such a businessman? Click the link, come in here and talk to us rather than, does it make you feel good to joke about someone who has Parkinson's? Well, I didn't know he had Parkinson's, and no, I don't make fun of people. But as I've been accused of being a racist and all sorts of things, but it's easy to deflect when somebody's calling you out. You point the finger. You know, when you point at somebody, you got three fingers pointing back at yourself. That's what you're doing. So now you're turning this around to say that Danny DeHeck, aka the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger, likes to make fun of people who have got Parkinson's. I couldn't tell whether he had Parkinson's or whether he had coke up his nose and he is high on drugs because he was so excited. If you have been following my YouTube channel, you will see that often people who have the highlight who go after crypto also do cocaine. And I don't know anything about your husband, but here's your opportunity to actually come back on the show and talk to me and clear up some matters. Now, Samantha, you look like, right as Samantha was typing this message to me, this is the smirky look that Samantha had on her face, because as she did this, she typed up this message. Yes, that's my husband's phone number. Good job. So if I ring up your husband now, which we just did before, Will he answer? Let's have a listen. Hope he answers. He's not going to answer? Why wouldn't you answer? I'm just curious. And I'll bring that up on the screen for everyone to see. So he doesn't want to answer? So I'm ringing Randy's phone number. He doesn't want to answer, but you want to sit here in the chat room and talk to me and tell me your last comment was a joke, really, Samantha. Does it make you feel good to joke about someone who has Parkinson's as your last comment? Wouldn't it be more interesting to read about Randy more? So just so we can get back up to speed with the blog, we'll read
Let's
this
not
again.
forget the Transact card Finmore disaster. Randy was knee-deep in it. When Transact cards started sinking due to regulatory issues, Finmore popped up like a rebranded lifeboat. But it too went down. According to Behind MLM's research, Randy responded not with transparency, but with silence, deletion of evidence, and a swift pivot into, you guessed it, Talk Fusion.
So Talk Fusion is a brilliant little opportunity, isn't it? So we're going to have a look at Talk Fusion in a minute. We'll bring up the website. We'll give you some publicity. So Talk Fusion is basically something that is going to hit the world by storm. And wait for it, guys. It's video email. Instead of text-based, I hate email right now. All I use email for is for people who are stuck in the dark ages. I use real-time messaging like WhatsApp. And if I was going to do a video email, I would record it like this and then drag it into WhatsApp and send that to somebody. I do that all day long because when I'm recording meetings offline and I want to share them with my Avengers, I just drag it over. And I can simply drag over a 5-minute video to somebody who's got WhatsApp. Why the hell would I want to clog up somebody's email system with video email? And even to put it even in more perspective, I'm quite an IT guy. It won't be video email. It will be a link that takes people off to a website. So it's not even video email. It's just embedded videos in a website. It is ridiculous. And if it was that fantastic and you decided that you've discovered that videos can be sent with email, what do you think is going to happen? Gmail, Microsoft Outlook, all the email platforms, free email providers are just going to copy your IT. So I would be like, oh, what patents have we actually got in place that will stop people copying our concept of video email? You wouldn't have a shit show in how doing that. I'm just getting a phone call, which I can't take. If you are watching me live and you're trying to ring me, I'm alive. But anyway, so this is it. So leave boring behind. Hey, you could change that word to behind MLM. Just saying. So let's have a listen.
Talk Fusion combines the power of video with the ease of email, allowing you to be in 2 places at once, share special moments, increase sales, create more brand buzz, and build greater brand loyalty among customers.
So when you go to websites like this, 350 plus billion emails sent every day. That's got nothing to do with what you're offering. I bet you couldn't get 100 people using your system a day. People just don't do it. People don't like it. That's why we have FaceTime. And then what have we got? Create video emails that will impress everybody. Oh my God. So you have to have a business to impress them so you can turn the money that you're going to charge for the subscription, which is all probably multi-level marketing basis. It's just ridiculous. And what happens if you ring the support number? Does that actually work? Do we have to do that? Support. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can ring the support number. I'll just put that in a place where I can ring it. Support number. Is that the same number that we rang earlier on? So let's bring up your support number and see whether that actually works. So that would be quite interesting. Will I get you, Samantha? Because I bet there's a big team behind you. Or is it just you and your hubby at home trying to scam people? Let's have a look at your number. Oh, cool, using the carrier. So let's ring up your number and let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Ringing up support number. What happens?
Thank you for calling Talk Fusion. Your call is very important to us. Our office is currently closed.
Closed.
We can be reached Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, it must
Please
be after
call back
5.
during normal business hours. If you would like to email us directly, you can do so at support@TalkFusion.com.
Oh, can I send a video email?
Thanks again for calling TalkFusion.
Is that it? Cool, we ended. Well, that was a waste of $1 for me. Oh my goodness. Stuck in the dark ages. Anyway, let's carry on because this is actually quite relevant to what you guys are actually doing. So let's have a look. So he got upset. So what is TalkFusion? Let's have a listen to the first paragraph.
So what is TalkFusion? According to Randy's own YouTube channel, which has become a recruitment fire hose, he's now claiming to make millions of dollars a year promoting TalkFusion, a so-called video email service with built-in MLM opportunity. He's uploaded dozens of pitch videos, training calls, and compensation plan breakdowns, all promising viewers they can get paid in 1 minute. Let me translate that for you. They want your money fast. Before you realize what you've signed up for, the TalkFusion website is full of marketing fluff and deception.
Here you go, here first.
Get paid in 1 minute. No disclaimers, no income disclosures, just pure regulatory bait, no inventory, no shipping, no waiting, because the only thing you're selling is the illusion of an opportunity. Over 1,000 templates, but no proof the emails even reach inboxes. Pre-launch hype cycles to create urgency, and FOMO. Manipulative marketing toward charities, families, and small businesses.
Now, I don't know if you know much about emails, but getting emails to the sender, if I send you an email, Samantha, just I'll break it down for you, and it has a link in it, it lowers the scam score of that email increases every time I have a link. If I have images in that email, it also raises that scam score. If I have formatted text in an email, that raises the scam score. So let's just say that I sign up for your service and I decide to send you an email. First of all, it has to go through Gmail that I'm not sending bad stuff, my end. And then it's going to turn up on your email provider or some other random email provider's email, and it's going to read the email and check it out for a spam score. If it has all that stuff in it, it won't get delivered. So have you explained how you're overcoming that obstacle? Because I very rarely send formatted emails for that very reason. I'm always informing government agencies of crimes, including links to videos like this one. And when I send those, often they come back saying it had too much spam in it. And I have to simplify or down the email. And at the end of the day, if I want to communicate with these government agents, I actually get the email, put it into ChatGPT and tell it to write the email with a low scam score so I can be delivered. Because even the words that I use can be flagged as spam, same thing. But, so I don't know how your companies actually overcome that obstacle, if you can pull this off. And why do you, if you've got so much money, I heard that Randy was worth 50 million. Is that why you're with him? I don't know. And if so, why do they need everyone else's money to get these projects off the ground?
Behind all the shiny videos and taglines, TalkFusion's terms of service and policies are a nightmare. Mandatory arbitration in Florida, class action waivers, confidentiality clauses with $25,000 penalties, 72-hour refund window. After that, too bad, cancellation only in writing, and not over the phone.
All right, I'm just going to answer your question here in the chat room. So you guys don't believe in multi-level marketing. Listen to this.
GIOVANNI ORANTES. So you guys don't believe in MLM network marketing companies?
I can't stand that question, because why does a successful company need to have multi-level marketing? And these aren't actually multi-level marketing companies. You're going to use Amway as an example, because they have a product. Can you tell me what Oat Smart actually has as a product? And can you tell me if the product has actually been verified? What the hell? Where's that music coming from? Okay, Google, turn off the music.
Stop the music on Yamaha. Sorry, it looks like Yamaha isn't available right now.
Where the hell's that music coming from? Hold up. Some Zoom meeting must be live. Great. That's all we need is a bit of music. If you know what I mean, if you're a YouTuber, music is not your friend. But it must be a Zoom meeting that's open and broadcasting my sound. There it is. Goodness me. Anyway, on to our next meeting. It looks like another Outsmart meeting, is it? Interesting. That was fun. Anyway, where are we going with this meeting today? This is actually another... Oh my goodness, it just goes on and on and on. So this is a video that somebody's got going, which is fantastic. Anyway, so do you guys not believe in multi-level marketing, network marketing companies? I just think that is a silly question. I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to be mean or anything, but that is a fair question, and I think it deserves a decent answer. I just think it's a shame that you think that deflecting from the scam... So let's just put it in perspective. You're asking me whether we should ignore warnings from the government about Outsmart because we don't like multi-level marketing. Is that what you're really trying to say? Because that sort of hurts my feelings a little bit, because that's kind of like saying there's a car going through the streets of the city at 300 miles an hour that could kill somebody if it crashes into a person or a pedestrian, and then somebody in the audience goes, "Don't you guys like racing cars?" You know, that's kind of how sort of strange that sounds, because that's really kind of what it's all about. So you're excusing the fact that Outsmart has had 2 government warnings instead of acknowledging the fact that this state of California has issued a warning about an opportunity that you're promoting, which is like a car speeding through the streets that can crash into anybody and kill somebody, and then you've come back and said, "Don't you guys like speeding? Well, do you not like racing cars?" And I'm going, well, is there a place for multi-level marketing? Do you need multi-level marketing in your company for it to succeed? And what I don't like about multi-level marketing companies that I interview is the products that they are claiming that they are selling aren't even established, and there's no proof of purpose. Oh, that's a fake document. Oh my God, mate. It's a fake document. This is a government website. No signature. Oh my God, you must have been around when TradeNet was there. It doesn't have to have a signature because it's not the one that's been served. It's a copy of the document that's been served. If you go to the bottom of here, it normally tells you or maybe at the top, it tells you who's been served this document. This is not the original document. It is hosted on the Department of California's website. And it's a fake document. So you don't believe this is true. So if I could prove to you that this document is true, you would believe it, and you would stop promoting this on your Zoom meeting. Are you in the head, mate? Okay, this is a government website in New Zealand, right? It's FMA. Have a look at it. Go put your teeth in it and bite it, and tell me that's not a government website. I can prove that that's a government website. This one here is a government... you live in California. Mate, we have got contacts. Do you know the state of California has access to my database? Mate, you're about to be freaked out here. Look at this. If you think you can get away with it, Millernote. Let's go persons of interest. Let's find you. So you live in California. Is that your story? I don't even know if I've got a... I don't even know. If you live in California and you're promoting Outsmart, mate, you're just making my job easy for me. Outsmart. Now, where is Outsmart? Outsmart. Let's see if I can find it. Outsmart. This is friggin' hilarious. Smart. Let's see. Outsmart. So here's Outsmart, right? And I've got marketers. I don't even think I did a profile up on you. Well, I'm definitely going to do a profile up on you now. But anyway, so you live in California. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. And you are promoting Outsmart. Are you really? I mean, come on, mate. I mean, that is ridiculous. Let's start doing a profile on you while we're waiting for that meeting to start. So you live in California. So first of all, let's duplicate this form. I mean, I cannot believe it. So let's see what I can find out about you. First of all, name. That's nice. I like to have it all in capitals. And you claim that you're in California. Okay, right. Well, this is not going to go too well for you. I'm just saying. Do you realise that the state of California has access to my database? So I can send them an email. I have a confidential email that US. So there you go. Now I need a photo of you. So let's go back to the blog that I had about you. Got 3 minutes to start a profile on you. As soon as I start a profile on you, the government gets notified there's been a new profile added. Would you believe that? Yeah. All right, so let's go. Attorneys. Have you been bankrupt specialist? You're not a bankrupt specialist, are you? That's quite cool. I wonder if it is you. I don't know. I don't think it'll be you, but it's always fun. Are you on LinkedIn, mate? Let's have a look. Let's see what we'll find out about you. I don't think that is you. Okay, just as well. Don't know if that's you. Los Angeles, California. Statues admitted to the bar. Maybe that must be another guy. Better get that one off. He might take me to court. That's not you. Is that you? That's not you, is it? It could be you. Is there any others? I think that's more like you. Is that you? Roofing? No, I don't think that's you. Lives in California, though. Oh, I've been in network marketing since 2009. Oh, yeah, that is you, isn't it? Okay, great, mate. So is this really you? Well, you got less here now. All right, so let's just, I'm pretty sure that will be you. So let's just go here. 1, 2, 3, and we'll put your LinkedIn profile in here. What else can we find out about you? I don't like that photo much, mate. You must have a better one than that. You do Go Roofing. Co-founder. Do you have anything? So let's look at your activity. I'll actually grab that about us. Backstory. Put that in there just so we have a little bit of information about you. What have we got? Okay, and the other one I will do, which might bore you a wee bit, I'll just come here. Sorry, guys, we've got 3 minutes before something starts, which is probably going to start. What can you tell me about... He promotes Oak Smart. All right, let's see if we can find any information about you. 1, 2. So you reckon that's a fake document? That is kind of a laugh. Oh, look, there you go. Background, Oak Smart. Oh, look, it's even got my own... it's got a caution advice. Have you ever done ChatGPT to do a about you segment? This is what it says about you, mate. Oh, have a listen. Oh, stuffed up now. Let's see. I'm going to have a listen to this.
Giovanni Orantes, also known as Crypto Geo, is a Los Angeles-based promoter associated with OakSmart, a cryptocurrency investment platform that has been identified as a fraudulent operation by multiple regulatory authorities. Background on Giovanni Orantes. Orantes actively promotes OakSmart through various online channels, including his YouTube channel, where he hosts Spanish-language webinars and presentations aimed at recruiting new investors. His promotional content emphasizes promises of passive income and financial freedom, often without disclosing the significant legal issues surrounding OakSmart.
Where's his YouTube channel?
OakSmart's regulatory issues. OakSmart has been subject to regulatory actions due to its fraudulent activities. California's Department of Financial Protection and Innovation, DFPI, issued a desist and refrain order against OakSmart for offering unregistered securities and making misleading claims about its legitimacy. New Zealand's Financial Markets Authority, FMA, has also issued warnings about OakSmart's operations, highlighting concerns
This meeting
about
is
its
being
business
recorded.
practices. Despite these warnings, Orantes continues to promote
So,
OakSmart,
hello
targeting Spanish-speaking
everybody,
communities and downplaying or ignoring the platform's legal troubles.
Community, and welcome to that super Zoom
and the nature
on
of
Wednesday.
operations.
Here we go.
Social investors
Tonight
should
we're going to have
exercise extreme
three
caution.
guests.
Promises of high returns returns with little to no risk
to
of
talk
common
with
red
you.
flags for Ponzi
And
schemes.
if I
It's
just
crucial
asking
to
if
conduct thorough
Jenny,
research and
if you're
consult with
there,
financial professionals
please
before engaging
raise
in
your
such investment
hand.
opportunities.
All right,
For a
that's
detailed
good.
expose
That's
on
good.
Giovanni
So I
Orantes
will,
and
I
Oaksmart,
can put
you can watch
you
the following
co-host.
investigative
So
video.
let me introduce you the big
finish you off
one
later,
for
mate.
tonight. Your big host and Mr. Denis Drapeau. So welcome, Denis, and the floor.
So he has 2 meetings back to back.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you so much. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to wherever you are in the world. We know we're talking to the world tonight. So great. It's an honor to be here.
Just
it's a
keeps
pleasure
going,
to be
doesn't
here. And to be the big one, Mario, come on. I'm an ordinary guy, and I'm giving everything I can to this community guy. You know, we're all working together here.
Scamming
and,
together.
You know, we do have some good news. And actually, we have also someone tonight, a very special guest that we have. We have 2 special
Danny
guests,
DeHick,
actually.
maybe.
But the first one I'm going to present to you is our friend programmer from Web Signatures, is Jenny. Jenny has been with us for the last 4 weeks. I've known Jenny for a few years, actually. But now I guess we're partnering a lot together now and working really, really hard in the background. So Jenny, thank you to be here tonight. I really appreciate that. It's highly, highly appreciated. And I will give you the floor, my friend. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, Denis. Hi, everyone.
Hi, mate.
So I am Jenny. We've been working with Denis and the whole team at Desalp for a few weeks now, about 4 weeks.
This guy praying, is he?
And before I go into too much detail about me, I do want to congratulate everybody here, from the administrators to everybody who's on the Zoom. In the last 4 weeks, I've had the opportunity to work closely with the administrators and also to look at everything that you as a company, everyone here has established and accomplished
Oh, really?
since the beginning. And it is remarkable. So despite the challenges from a programming perspective, and despite some of the challenges that you guys are all facing, and now including me to help, I definitely need to congratulate everyone here for doing everything that you have. It is remarkable. So,
okay, we got one. There's
congratulations. Thank you, Denis and Mario and everyone else for inviting me here.
We'll just have
I
a
think
quick look at
Michael
this one.
put in a 1, but I know he's been on almost all our calls.
So
and
who's
we
this
have
crowd?
Daryl Wright.
We've already had an Oak
in
Smart
number
meeting.
1.
So
Okay,
we'll just
there's a
leave them
couple.
burning in the background. And then we'll see if we can cause some havoc on this one.
We
For
got a
those that are
0.
newbies.
Oh, was it?
Okay.
Yeah.
For those that are newbies,
Yeah, we
we're
got
gonna
2.
put a link. Okay, we're gonna put a link in the chat room. Carl, you can put that, please. The 90-day.
Yep.
link. And we have our full overview Zoom. You can find in this resource. So we
Here we go.
encourage you to go ahead and watch that. It's about 30 minutes, and it's worth it. And tonight I'm going to do a brief overview. I'm not going to touch on all the topics that make
Okay,
this
we just jumped
platform
out of a meeting because this one
amazing,
looked more interesting.
but you can find all those details.
So the
Whoa.
Oh my God!
Holy friggin' moly. Okay.
It's our friend.
Sorry. There's somebody in the waiting room that is not coming in here.
Okay. So
I won't touch it then.
Nope. I had to boot him.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Well, you did a good job there.
We trust in Carl.
Whoa. Now, would you have a reputation like that?
Okay.
Here we go. They're on tenterhooks now. This is Carl Harvinstein.
Mark, if you can check your WhatsApp real quick, please.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Here we go. This is going to be good, guys. So they're going to finish this meeting quick. We'll just grab all the usernames. Thank you very much, Carl. Oh, I can't believe I haven't seen you for a while there, Carl. Make your life hell, isn't it? Oh, silence. As they investigate to see whether they've been broadcast live by Danny. Okay. I can shut this meeting down. What are they promoting anyway?
Oh, I think I'm out. Zoom. Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Here we go.
All right, everybody. So we're just fixing up a couple of things here. Just bear with us, and
here we go.
We'll be right with you.
Loving this. Loving this. Carl, what are you going to do about your chat room, mate? I'll shut this meeting down.
Give about 30 more seconds and we'll get going to our special Wednesday night.
In the room here.
Here we go, listen. Hey, Carl.
What's that?
Right.
Somebody's spamming our room. Okay, we're being Zoom bombed, you guys.
Zoom bombed.
Zoom bombed.
Bum 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 bum. We are the Avengers.
Yeah, we're being Zoom bombed. We're done.
We're done.
We have to call this a night.
Close the Zoom.
Sorry, guys. Have a great night. We'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Copy. Thank you. Tomorrow with new Zoom links. Oh, bug, I didn't quite get the last of it. Oh, dear. What a shame. Carl Harvenstein. Oh, my God, Harvenstein. same thing. That was brilliant. So that is a laugh. So the meeting has ended. And I'd love to know what he's promoting. I was probably a little bit premature there, but in the background, I'm actually bombing his chat room with 100 messages basically saying that everyone in here is committing fraud. In fact, what I were actually bombing the chat room with was this message here.
Attention everyone in the Zoom meeting. It's extremely high risk. If you engage them, you will likely lose even more money. This fits the pattern of fake recovery service scams that prey on vulnerable victims of initial crypto losses. This is a warning. You are currently participating in a fraudulent scheme. The organizers of this meeting have made numerous false promises and misleading claims. If you've invested money or time, please be aware that you are being scammed. You should know that this meeting is being monitored, and all participants, including their activities, are being reported to relevant authorities. Additionally, this session is being streamed live on YouTube https://u-tube.com/4jtgpb5y1io. We urge you to take immediate action. Stop any further engagement or investment. Seek proper legal advice to recover any losses. Report this scam to your local authorities. Your safety and financial security are at risk. Please act wisely.
Yeah, so that's what we do. So that whole meeting got shut down. They had a 10-minute countdown with music that I couldn't stand. And now they will be issuing a new Zoom link. Now, Carl has been promoting Hyperverse, Hyperfund, Hypercosmos, especially Hypercosmos. And he is now just continuously promoting. So yes, bravo, as they say. And we've also got, I can't get over the fact that this guy...
Giovanni Orantes.
Giovanni has gone off now, and he's no signature. So he was claiming that there was a fake document issued by the state of California. He lives in California, so he says. So this guy here is promoting OakSmart, living in California, ignoring what he believes is a fake document by the state of California. You can't make this shit up. So that's this guy here. We just need to find out where he lives. We'll grab his phone number somehow. And I'm just going to do a little bit of investigating on him because at the moment I don't have Facebook because I get banned. So I'm just going to shut down that window there. I'm going to go back to our information sheet that we have on him, and I'm just literally going to fill it up with info so that we can pass this on to the authorities. So if I was to search for him, I can literally go search, put this in here, and I can search information about him. He's the president of, is this his company? So we could search the name of that company and probably find the name of the company and the directors. And if he's a president, he may be connected to that company. Or we could literally go to the company that he claims he works for and literally ring them up. And there's a phone number right there. So let's do that and see what happens, because I'm going to ask this Giovanni there, and they'll go, oh, no. I say, oh, you wouldn't have his phone number, would you? So now I'm just going to go to WhatsApp. Excuse me for not telling you who it is. And we're going to see if we can actually ring that number. So this is how stupid some of these people are. And they think they can actually just get away with it, which is quite funny, really. Which I think, why would you ignore using carrier? Let's have a listen. This is Giovanni. So Giovanni works for a company.
Please leave your message for 7474886.
I won't read that out. But that's meant to be Giovanni's phone number, and this is the company that he claims he works for. But just by searching for the company, we can find out information like that. But anyway, we don't really need to go after him too much, because I'm pretty sure that if I was a government agent, I could easily find this guy just by his social media without actually having to go into such a deep dive. We've got numerous videos of him promoting OatSmart, and what a lot of these guys do is they delete their YouTube channels and hoping they can hide. But he's been promoting OatSmart for the last 6 months, and he might genuinely believe that this is a real opportunity. But he might also be a bit brain dead when it comes to realising that you can't promote something when your own state where you live in puts a cease and desist order out there, and then claim that the government's website is a fake. I mean, you just can't make this shit up. So that makes me laugh when somebody admits where they live, if it's true. Because but going by all the other stuff that we see here, it is actually quite a high chance that he is telling the truth, and he does live in the state of California. I'm just logging into my Twitter account, if I can find out which one it is. There it is. Give me a new number. Let's go. Ready? 8212. Oh, don't say it out loud. 379. And I'm just going to have a look at his Twitter account. And his Twitter account doesn't exist. Well, it does exist, but I'm not doing it right. Let's have a look here. So I just wanted to build a bit of a information sheet on him. I can't believe Carl ended the meeting. That's so funny. So now Carl Havenstein will be watching us on the internet. Chat discontinued. Wait while it tries to reconnect you. That's interesting. Haven't had that before. Yeah, so that is a crack up. That is a crack up. Samantha, are you still with us? Samantha, are you there? Got a nice picture of you and your husband. Let's see if we can go here. So security warnings on OatSmarts. This is on the 6th of December. Did you miss that? Oh my God, these guys are crazy. All right, let's see if we can tidy up some of this backlog I've got of information. Let's get rid of Samantha. She's obviously lost interest with us. We will carry on reading, though, about the scam that her husband is promoting. It's so nice to have her in the chat room.
This is what Schroeder is peddling to his audience now. Another scheme. Another fake tech solution propped up by emotional manipulation, aggressive recruitment, and legal silencing tactics. Randy Schroeder has one job: keep the downlines full and the money flowing upwards. Every time a scheme fails, he scrubs the evidence, plays victim, and jumps into the next MLM circus. So here's the truth. Randy Schroeder is not some misunderstood entrepreneur. He's a professional scam facilitator with a long resume of failed projects and red-flagged compensation plans. He gaslights his critics, recruits with emotional buzzwords, and thrives in the grey areas of MLM legality.
That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Let's go here. I'm just going to get all his social media. Does that still work? 6. Right. Right, so now I'm just going to go back and... So what I've done here is I've just made it easier for any government agents that wants information on this guy. And I just put all the social media in one place. And then I'm trying to find a photo of him that represents who he is. It's a private account. So if I want to, I can probably find a photo of him somewhere easier than that. Or I can go to media. I can't find anything there, so I'm going to search here, and I put California. And let's see if we can find a photo of him. There we go, that's the best one. Was that the best one? About me. Why do people have such bad photos? Like, why did somebody have is that the only photo that he could find of himself that was any good to put into an About Us thing? So he's got X, Facebook, and Instagram, which I've already got. Let's read about him. And we'll put that in his bio
Giovanni
as well.
Orantes, Geo, Los Angeles, California. Hello my friends, welcome to my About Me profile. Well, let me tell you a little about me. I am 27 years old. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. I graduated high school in June 2004. I registered to a community college August 2004. Then in December 2004 I decided to drop out. That same day my father called me and told me that he wanted to talk to me. In my head I am in trouble lol. But he wanted to talk to me, that he wanted me to help him to start our own local roofing business. He said, well, I know the job and you have an education, you communicate with customers. 6 months later, father and son idea went to 4 commercial trucks and 22 employees in our first 6 months. By age 19, I was a CEO of Rigo's Roofing. We named a roofing company like that because of my father's first name, Rigoberto. Well, the years of 2005, 2006, 2007, and 2008 were the best. We were making a 5-figure income a month. But in late 2008, something that we never imagined happened. Maybe you guys are familiar with recession.
So this is you here, mate. There's a brilliant photo of you. Thanks very much. I hate to think what this is about. I don't like hearing bad family stories. But you sound like you had a successful business and you've thrown it all away because you want to get involved in marketing, in network marketing, which is real sad, mate. So what I'm going to do here, mate, I'm going to actually get your face and you literally, we will contact the state of California and show them your YouTube channel. We'll write a letter to them and we'll show them what you're doing. So my advice to you was to delete your YouTube channel ASAP, because you can't promote this shit, mate. You can't just promote anything you like and give financial advice to people. And the like. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's have a tune in on this scam that's still going, because we've got this guy here that looks like he's Moses with his beard, and we'll see what they're talking.
We got the opportunity to see, and Danae, we called this, and Danielle would know, we called it the Donnie video.
The Donnie video.
The Donnie video.
Well, it was.
Why is this guy praying
Donnie
for?
Vast, our master distributor, he actually created a video for his people. But that was all that there was at the moment.
Sounds like a cult.
We did not have a website. Of course, without a website, we didn't have a link, and so there was no advertising. And so, what we saw was a brilliant concept. And now, knowing later, not too much later, that Danielle and you and a number of individuals from Quebec and Montreal, I guess, had been working on this project actually from 7 to 10 years to begin with, correct?
I would say around 7 years that we've been thinking and planning and wanting to put something together for the long term, yes.
And then what? It was 4 years ago that things actually started rolling in that direction, right?
Cool.
Very true. We had a lot of meetings with different companies because we wanted to see what we can integrate and how we can build things and how we can bring, because we did have that experience in this domain, in this niche market. Right. So we wanted to bring that experience, but we had to look for systems that worked properly. So we did a lot of meetings with different companies, and in the background, Danielle and Claude were working on the comp plan. I started at the beginning with them, but then I had to get away a little bit from that because of different things that happened in my life. But things, you see.
Oh my God! Get to the point.
You see how things come together in the long run. And really. That's why we're here, Bob, and that's why you're here too, also. You know.
Well, and I appreciate the
appreciate you, and you appreciate me
here and speak, because it is a great honor. First of all, I will thank God, and Danielle knows that Jesus is my boss.
Oh my God!
And so Jesus, that everybody understands that Danielle is a born-again Christian, and I was baptized as a Lutheran as a child, 15 years old.
Oh my God! Even worse.
And I have intentions of working on part of that myself as we go forward. But the long story short of this is that I got the opportunity to go down and actually meet Gary, who Gary and I have known each other for almost 20 years. And we had never met personally yet.
Okay.
And the object of this meeting was I was going to go down and meet Gary, and we had some meetings in Florida where he lives in Lake City, and then we drove 300 and Gary will tell you 331 miles, I think.
Oh yeah.
5.5, 6 hours to go meet with Danielle and Mario. And we got a very good meeting, a very, very good meeting face to face. And that was a very, very not just productive, but it was a very important meeting for all of DesAlps at that time.
Got to take it into
And the reason it was important was because we were at a crossroads as a company, and there were some decisions that had to be made. And there's probably, by the way, kudos to whoever put this together, because over 300 individuals from around the world, 60, 70, however many countries we are in, who knows, but the most important thing is that everybody is here showing the support for this company,
wow,
for this project.
That makes it real, doesn't it?
When Gary and I got to sit down and meet, we had lunch.
Oh my God, what did you have for lunch?
And we got to start, we met each other for the first time, obviously. We talked more. We didn't talk about DesAlps. We talked about family. We talked about
those
the things that are really
important.
Right, Denis?
Right, Denis?
Life, life, what people go through every day, how people left and right are struggling in different ways. Health, financial health,
wealth,
how things are going. So I can imagine. I was not present, but I can really imagine. I can feel what kind of conversation happened that day.
It was an amazing conversation, and there was a breakthrough, because we came in, and full transparency, we were all sad. We had angst with ourselves and together, because we want this so bad. Danielle wants this so bad. I knew. Because Danielle, we have cried together, and I don't say that lightly, and I don't say that to embarrass anyone, but when you become emotionally attached to the number of people that we have around the world in leadership that's represented here right now, and I'm going to acknowledge everybody that I can, but it's important to
This
understand
meeting is being recorded.
You start growing what Danielle says to me and Gary as a trust relationship. Right, Denis?
Here we go. Suck on these nuts, guys.
Absolutely, Bob. And that's what I really appreciate, all the conversations we had together. That relationship was, we had some some really wicked Zooms, and we did.
Well, we did.
And it was important. It was important because, and we got to know each other that way. We got to know who I am and who you are, and
Mario is the
those kind of leadership that's in part of DesAlps. I'm really humble for that. I'm really, really humble because, like you say, there's over 300 people here tonight, and these people are still patient and resilient to be there again, to still be there and believe in what we're doing, because we're going in that direction, Bob. And I know where we're going with this. And thank you, everyone, to be here tonight.
Well, and I want to temper everybody
as well.
Everybody in this regard. I've said this for all of you that have been on any of Gary and I's Zooms with DesAlps and our training that we've been doing every week for Thursday nights.
Here we go.
Every week, week in, week out, month in, month out. And we tell you this very, very, very seriously, that to be involved in a startup of any business is a great undertaking. Gary and I both have 40 years each as well. We've been in online marketing, 20, 30 years of that, and offline marketing. And then both of us come from brick and mortar industries that we were either managing hundreds and hundreds of people or actually running organizations, running companies for owners. And so, and I don't say that to brag. I'd say that to tell you that there's only a few individuals that I've come across. Denis is one of them. Danielle will admittedly tell you that he's been learning. And by the way, Danielle's English is every day. Denis gets better, does it not?
Absolutely. He's forced. He's being forced to learn.
It does by default. He's
sure.
being forced.
You guys are going to learn French.
Right. I got to learn French. I got to learn most. We have our team, our Indian leaders from India, from Asia, from China, from Australia, from New Zealand. I can go on and on and on. And these are all great leaders because
New Zealander, definitely got a
9
New
months
Zealander
ago, when Gary and I first started this, we had to do one most important thing. We did not understand the scope of the build that we were going to encounter over the next 8 months, but we knew
I'm going to go in there with the guy
who's
running the meeting's
in
name.
this project that has never been seen before, never been done before, and still to this day, until we get this off the ground correctly and appropriately, it still has not been seen or done. So that being said, in order to get to the point where you go from 100 paid members in week 1,
this meeting is being recorded,
to 130,000 at the end of 8 months. And that's only because Danielle did the right thing, Denis did the right thing, the administrators did the right thing, and they shut us down.
You can rename yourself
because it was broke.
Which is quite handy.
By the programmation, as Danielle would say, the programmation. I love that. But seriously, the program was wrong. Everybody that knows me knows that we were getting ready to get paid. I only bring this up because it's important that everybody understands.
Wouldn't trust him to make
what's
moonshine
happened here.
I bet he makes
we don't have to
though.
revisit every single thing, but there's important parts because we were getting ready to be paid.
So let's see if we can find.
We were there.
Bob Brindle.
We were there, and then.
We thought we were there, Bob.
You got to remember, Denis. At the same time, you and Danielle were looking. Gary and I were looking,
Bob Brindle.
And we called.
I found his Facebook
we were on the
page.
phone with each other, and we said, "Whoa,
see if we can find a phone number.
We have to stop." Did we not?
Yep, absolutely.
Easy
we
pluckings.
Had to stop because
that didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Yeah, exactly.
You're right, because I couldn't make sense of it, and I knew that Gary couldn't make sense of it, and if we couldn't make sense of it, I didn't know anybody else that could. So we stopped, and when Danielle stopped,
he
did the most important thing that a CEO could ever do.
Start building a profile on this guy talking.
Taking any more money, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, and then because of the servers, look, we got 4 servers and maybe more than that. But even if you got a server farm, if you're letting people come in free at the rate, we had 2,000 people per day.
Mm-hmm.
Before Danielle decided, okay, we need to shut that side of it down too, to protect the integrity of the servers, and then stop because it's madness at that
integrity
point.
of the servers.
To keep allowing people to come in and knowing that we had a major problem that had to be resolved. Correct?
Oh, okay. Exactly. It didn't make any more common sense, and that had to be absolutely fixed. You know, like we said, we didn't have that experience. Now we do. We have a lot more experience. We don't have full experience, but you know what it created also is that we're many extra administrators, and it really got us to work really, really hard together and harder together to get this thing on the floor correctly.
Oh my God, the guy looks like he's in.
So to me, it's also a gift. I see it as a gift that we got to grow together, to bring it to the point that we are here. I know still people maybe not believe anymore that we're still going to make this happen. But believe me, we are going to make this happen. That's the plan. And I know where we're going with this, Bob. And again, we're not there to scam people. We're there to make this community work.
That's good to know.
Well, I will tell everybody right here.
Here we go.
Denis and I and Danielle have had many conversations over the months, have we not?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yes.
Okay. And Danielle has never ever feigned away from picking the phone up and calling me, or allowing me and Gary to pick up the phone and call Denis and Danielle. Never. They have never stopped us from that. They have never blocked us from that. They have never.
Oh, that makes it real.
And they've always been. The most important thing that I want everybody to understand here is transparency.
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot of understanding that nobody's going to have unless you've been in the shoes of the other side of this.
Why didn't you say so sooner?
I've been involved in startups that never
Well,
made it.
there you go. The track
Gary's been
record
involved
paints
in
that
startups
picture.
that never made it.
It's friggin'
Gary and I have been
ridiculous.
involved in startups that were successful but shut down because of issues.
What was their names?
These
They
things
never mention the
happen.
names, do they?
Everybody that's a leader around the
Leader.
world right now understands this thing, Denis, that things happen, and the result is, what do we do when the chips are down?
You
and
start up
they're
another
beating us up,
scam.
and they're calling us scammers, and they're calling us thieves, and they're calling us this and that, because this is not.
That's what they do to us.
This is not something that is
I need some new
unusual.
false teeth.
It is actually a big deal for people out there to do such things, and what such things are is to confuse and to make sure that they want you to believe
that's a scam.
That we're not going to happen. They want you to believe that we are taking your money and not giving you anything in return. They want you to believe that all this was a predestination thing.
If you say
now, folks, I'm going to tell you from a very
trust me,
very perspective that I have been around for 40 years.
Oh, have you?
I have seen the results of what somebody does when they scam you, and this is not that. I have seen and been scammed before, including Gary, including others on this call, and we know what that looks like. This is not that.
Okay, then.
Because
glad
let's
to clear
be
that
honest,
up. That made a lot
Danielle
more sense.
and Denis never had to show anybody the money that they have not touched a penny of.
Yep.
I have seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it. I know where it is. Gary has seen it. We know where it is. That was part of our business meeting in Florida, that 3 hours that we spent. We were shown.
3 hours, you come up with all that in 3
and the
hours.
reason we were shown
you guys are friggin'
was
amazing.
because they knew it was the right thing to do.
On Dennis as well,
that we could come back and tell you all that we do understand what's going on. Gary and I understand. Craig Linfield's out there. He understands. Joe Anthony's out there. He understands. Jasmine.
What's his name?
I could go on and on. David Gwynn, Jeff
Dennis
McBee,
Drapo.
all of our leaders that are stationed around the world in the United States understand certain things that most people don't even get a chance to be involved with.
Yeah.
And so I say this also.
Okay.
In a startup, you never get the opportunity to be where everybody is right now. Not this number.
Well, in my line of work, we see it every day.
You never have the 140,000, 150,000 people that have been allowed.
Well, how come there's only 100 of them in the Zoom
that was
meeting?
by the grace of God, number one, and by the fact that Danielle
this.
and you, Denis, and the administrators decided that, hey, once the momentum got going, there was no stopping it. Okay, so
it was like impossible.
It was, and the momentum, yes, is stopped. That is not a secret. That is not. Nobody's trying to hide that. Correct? The momentum is stopped. It's just a fact.
In a way, we had we had to because things were not working.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had to change things.
It was not working the way because
we were planning the scam. So we had to change.
It was important that we stopped that because everything was shambled. So it all has to be correct, and it is getting corrected. And thank you for Jenny and the whole team. Also, Ramon that you met last week, who's part of our director IT. Amazing man, believe me, he's an amazing man.
Everyone's amazing in this industry.
We're very happy, and we're very privileged and grace that he is there with us.
I think I found him.
And Jenny and this whole team, and you guys, everybody. This is what's going to make it work, Bob. This is what's going to make it work.
Well, one of the tells, when you're involved at this level of play, as I call it,
I'll look at
this
those
is not a game.
Second. I think this is him,
not
isn't it?
the thing that you're going to do just for the weekend. This is
no
a side hustle. I'm telling you, this is a real, legitimate business model.
Hey, you look like a businessman.
It's a legitimate business model because it affects two major industries: online shopping and the network marketing industry being turned upside down at the same time. We've had these conversations week after week, month after month for many months now. And that does not change. That does not change. I don't care if you're in India, you're in Japan, you're in New Zealand, you're in the United States. It doesn't matter where you are. That fact does not change. Because this is not a fad. This is not just a trend. This is a phenomenon.
Here to stay, ladies
and the phenomenon is the fact that when you get the opportunity to make a difference in the industries that you can make a difference in, you then create a scenario, a situation that is not just beneficial to the average person, it's beneficial to everybody. Is that not correct, Denis?
Absolutely.
Yeah, back me up. Back me up.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And you know that the vision behind this project, it's not
vision.
small.
Oh.
There's a huge,
So they're
huge
really
vision
dreaming?
behind this.
Is that what we're hearing?
And once we start getting that momentum again, and we start really seeing how the projection and how things are going to really start to mingle together and strongly, and people are going to start putting, shoes on their children's again and stuff, together.
Nice.
And
can't wait to get some shoes on my
we got
kids.
so many future projects that we want to put together here.
Oh, in the future.
So it's not a small, like you said, Bob, it's not a small
Sounds
thing.
amazing. Yeah, it does.
Well, we take it. We have to take it one step at a time again.
One step at a time.
That's
one
right.
step at a time.
And so that one step at a time is what I love. What I've been seeing so far. Craig will attest to this. Gary can attest to this. I know Joe Anthony's out there and will attest to this. That we used to see one step forward and 2 steps back. That is not a secret.
You have to.
That's not a secret.
Oops.
But
like dancing the tango.
Yeah, of course.
You found.
But here it is. Now, for the last several weeks, we keep seeing, and especially after Gary and I got a chance to meet Ramon and talk with them and get a good understanding. So we actually sat down with Ramon, and Ramon walked us through everything that had happened
that URL
already.
You posted, Bob,
just like Danielle
good.
has been confirming a couple of times a week now. Matter of fact, yesterday, Danielle and I had a very, very good
have you guys not
conversation
subscribed?
for almost an
Make
hour.
sure you subscribe, make my life wonderful.
I wore Danielle out. He had to go outside and get some energy. He did.
Thank you.
And it's only
I can imagine.
Make sure you subscribe.
You can imagine because look,
I can imagine.
it's only because Danielle has got the heart.
Sadie, is she gorgeous?
The heart is what makes a person
See you, Sadie.
everything that they are
Very
in their word. And yes, we have people that will say, well, you broke your promise 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times.
Put the right banner up.
You have to understand that if we started this
you
over,
have to understand. How many times do they say the same?
Hindsight is 20/20, which is an American term. We'd have never allowed any more than probably 2 or 3 levels of people to start, didn't he? We wouldn't. We'd still be sitting at that same 2 or 3 levels of people. Now, if you go back in retrospect and think about that, well, that would have been great, except for one most important fact.
We're lying? We're cheating.
To the world that we could build something very special without any advertising, without a website, without a link.
For not making 10 hours.
Everything we did was private invitation with the videos that you all helped us build and get people to take a look at why you want to do this and then how we're going to do it. And it was very, very simply put, and it continues to still be that day. That does not change. Okay. So the only thing that changes is the fact that we continue to move forward step by step, day by day. And here it is, the 7th of May, right, Denis?
7th of May.
And I think that the D-Day or Go Day is still the 18th. Is that correct?
That's the target. That is the target. That is still the target. Absolutely.
That is the target. And Jenny, I appreciate you, Jenny. I have not been able to meet you yet. Gary and I would love to be able to meet with you guys too, because Gary is a programmer and a builder of products. And he has his own programmers and he has his own IT people. So Gary, of all people too, in the brick and mortar businesses, understands what's going on here as well. And so he has angst. I have angst. Denis has angst. Danielle has angst. We all have angst. And the only angst is only related to that we as a team have made promises to each other, promises to God, and promises to each and every one of you here. And I will tell you right now that Craig Linfield and Joe Anthony and all my other leaders, including Jasmine with Joe and Muhammad Ghalib with Craig, and all the leaders that we have right now, many leaders in 62 countries, had the opportunity. I want this to be very, very clear. We all got together with the senior leadership first, and the opportunity was, do we want to be refunded? And that opportunity said no. We said no refunds. Now, yes, in fact, Danielle has made some refunds because he said that he would, and he has accomplished that, and that does not change. Okay, so full transparency, full honesty. Nobody's stopping anybody from doing anything. But more importantly, Danielle, with the heart of gold that he has, only wants one thing, right, Denis? The opportunity to do what?
God.
To move forward get everybody paid 100%.
I'm just looking at this one. So
not
that's
partial pay.
I presume that's the
100%.
wife.
And for those that paid in
Hello,
crypto,
wife.
they get their crypto. And for those that paid with a credit card, debit card, they get their U.S. dollars in their back office with whatever direct deposit solution there
is that wife,
Is that
is it?
correct, Denis?
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Yes, sir.
Better photos in there.
All I can tell you is, and I'll turn this back over to you, is
thank you.
God is great.
God is great. Look at this, God.
Delivered Gary to me because he was retired. I was retired from corporate America, and I had no purpose. I'll be honest with you. I will not tell
you look like that
my personal story because it's not relevant right now. But a lot of people know my personal story, and I was not in a good mind.
Okay.
And then God came to me and said, "Bob, somebody's going to come to you," and he does these things, and somebody's going to bring something. And I said, "Oh, whatever."
Whatever.
I said, I said, I retired. I'm done. I'm done with corporate America. I'm done with building anything. And then lo and behold, I get this phone call. There's Gary. There's the Donnie video. And then everything that's happened since.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you that
these
intervention doesn't matter to me what anybody thinks or says. That's what it matters to me. You ask my wife, you ask my daughter, you ask my son. They will all tell you the same thing. No refund. We are in this to win it. And we're in this to help each and every one of you. Lord. And we promised, and I promise, and my word is this to each and every one of you on this call, that Danielle and Denis and Mario and the admins and Johnny and Ramon are only focused on one thing, and that is to get us open on May the 18th. And get us paid completely. And allow us to get the people that have not paid the 120 yet back in the system, and then turn this on and slowly again make sure that we don't crash the servers.
Oh, really?
Right?
What type of
that we
world
will
are you living in if you think
re-engage
this is
and
dependent
we
on
will
servers?
gain that momentum back. And I will tell you this, Denis.
Here we go.
I predicted this before, and we were ahead of schedule. That we will see 100,000 paid, we will see 500,000 paid, and within 12 months. At least 1 million paid. What do you say to that, Denis?
Okay. Yeah.
I say yes, sir.
Okay, so once again, I want to thank God. I thank Danielle. I thank Denis. I thank you, Johnny. I thank you, Mario. I thank all the admins. I thank my guy, Gary Afron, for being the man that he is and bringing this to me. We thank Mark Chen. We thank Daphne. We thank Jim Ogles. We thank all of those folks up the line, including Donnie. And then again, all of Gary and I's leaders, no matter where you are in the world.
Yeah.
Without
Don't forget to mention New Zealand.
every one of you strategically placed and willing to do what you've been doing for 8 months, none of us would be here.
Oh,
none of us would have what we have.
Well, he's responsible
we would
for the whole
not
scam then.
Be anything. God loves each and every one of you.
Yeah,
I appreciate each and every one of you's time. It's so precious. I give this back to you, Denis. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
So you
Thank
know
you,
the
Bob, so much.
that you
really appreciate
you can't
that.
see my screen.
I appreciate that your support.
Okay, so this is him here,
and your leadership
this is the man.
that you have within this community.
He looks like he used to be in corporate
super
America.
Appreciated. I know. I believe that we have also our CEO here, Danielle. Danielle, I know
he's a tubby chubby.
Well, he's been practicing his English.
Oof.
So let's give him that opportunity to say a few words here for us tonight. Danielle, I give you the floor, my good friend.
Lee, is it? So it's Bob and Lee Riddle.
I hope you're there. I hope you're listening. I think you're there. Yeah, you are there. So if you can come here and say a few words for the community. I know it was not expected for you to do that. So I'm putting you on the floor.
Oh my God, Danielle, come out wherever you are. Come out.
Maybe he fell asleep. I hope not.
It looks like he's still muted, didn't he?
Oh. Yeah, I think he's still muted. Yeah, you're right. So maybe Mario can take care on that side. I know he's a co-host, so I believe he can be part of that.
All right. Then.
Or else what I'll do, if you cannot speak right now. Hello, Daniel. Daniel, est-ce que tu es à l'écoute?
Yeah, je suis là.
Yeah.
OK, on va te laisser le plancher pour dire quelques mots en anglais.
Oh, OK.
Bon, j'étais pas préparé à ça, merci.
Je le sais. I know that.
C'est
pas très gentil, mais c'est comme ça.
C'est sure.
Hi, everyone. I'm honored to speak with you. It's it's improvised situation for me.
Improvised.
I'm just write with the programmation guys, with Johnny, with Ramon, and the web signature team at Johnny. It's a very professional person.
Very professional.
Every time it's a new day for me because when you
So it's
pass
got an
by
email address
a
on
lot
the screen
cloud
there.
and sunshine is there.
Sunshine.
And my mind, it's really nice to work with the great leader. I love the art of Bob, the
hat.
So this is actually
because when he comes see me on Florida,
I think I found this
give
guy as
the
well.
hat of, at Bob, and I think he have a really great dick come for
Did he say dick?
The community.
Please tell me he didn't say dick.
And when I paid all up every people
We're gonna run
the
out for a
community
second,
of
guys.
this
Won't be
up, I'm honored for that. Yeah. Thank you, Dennis, for this. You pass me the mic, and have a great evening for every person.
Well, Danielle, I did it because you raised your hand. And when you raise your hand, it's because you want to speak. So I gave you that opportunity, my friend. Love you, brother. Love you, brother. Now, so guys, my turn to finish and to close this. Again, thank you all. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you to be there. I'm very humble and honored to be part of this community.
Scammer, pencil
and to be part of that beginning, and to be part of
the beginning.
To be part of what we're going to make something. I think we're going to make something really, really, really special.
Really, really.
And it's really, really, it's under God's grace.
Really,
and
really.
My God, thank everybody to be there. And I'm so touched. Really, really touched. And my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And to believe. I know not everybody believes. That's okay. I understand.
Yeah.
But we're gonna prove you wrong. We are going to prove those people wrong because we're gonna make this happen. So, people, thank you so much to be there tonight. And
350
God bless.
ecosystem.
God bless everybody.
Okay, I open the mic so everybody can now say goodbye and thank you and everybody. Good work.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you. God
Let's
bless.
go, baby. Let's go.
Soulless.
I love this, Alfred. I love this, Alfred. I
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Danielle.
The recording has stopped.
Everyone.
Doing it, guys.
Hello,
guys.
Thanks for your picture. See you on Saturday.
Saturday morning.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you on Saturday. All right.
Thank you, Mario.
Oh, brilliant, Bob. You did well. I'm trying to find, I thought I had two connections open, but I didn't. And I'm trying to find the one open so I can undo the mic. And all I can hear is Bob yelling out in the background. It was friggin' brilliant.